How are we doing? It's Derby weekend and Barça host Espanyol at Spotify Camp Nou. Yes, I know the blow was hard. It was tough to digest on Wednesday against Atletico de Madrid, and it is tempting to be thinking about next Tuesday, to be thinking about that comeback maybe, but there's an important job at hand today here, Pablo, and that is to win at the Spotify Camp Nou to keep the winning run going at home, at least in La Liga, and most importantly, to widen the gap at the top of the table to 9 points after Real Madrid's draw yesterday against Girona.
Yeah, feels pretty crazy to say it. Good afternoon, Robert. Good afternoon, everyone watching on. Feels crazy to say it, but we could go 9 points clear today, people, which feels really, really strong at this stage of the season, doesn't it?
With 21 to play.
Yeah. And the dream, Robert, that we've been mentioning is still alive.
It would be still alive. Yeah. The 100-point league. And, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Pablo, big game today.
Yes, it is. I mean, I think Derby weekend's always fun. It's always exciting. This is a sort of game I think both teams really circle on the calendar and go, yeah, can we get one over our arch, local rivals? But for Barça, all of a sudden, almost like last weekend, Robert, before the Atleti game, Madrid lost to Mallorca, and all of a sudden we jumped out of our seats and went, hey, what a chance this is to extend from 4 to 7. Now we can go from 7 to 9. So it does feel 6 to 9 now that Madrid have drawn, of course. Does feel big. Feels like Barça players, we'll see the lineup in a minute, will think, hey, this is a big chance for us this afternoon, lads, at home against Espanyol. We know it's a big game anyway. We've been good at home this season. First loss came the other night. Yep. We've not even drawn a game here in the league, though, so we've got no reason not to be confident. And like I said, it's Derby Day, so it's always exciting also.
I want to say hello also to everyone watching and to all of you sending us messages in the live chat. Hi to Gloria, who says, hi, culés, hi, Pablo and Robert. Pilita Malaguita says, bona tarda, Robert y Pablo. Bona tarda, Pilita Malaguita. Mac Lumbis, we will turn it around, no problem. Yes, but let's focus on today. Bruna says, I'm not happy that we're not rotating more. Put a pin in that, because Marc Brau has the lineup for us. Marc.
Hi guys, how are you? Hi Robert, hi Pablo. What a day we have. It's a derby, a special game always. The game that we will play today against Espanyol. Of course, a lot of culés are thinking in the next game, next Tuesday against Atletico de Madrid. But a derby, it's a derby. Always is very special and very emotional. And of course, we want to win after what happened, especially in the last game yesterday between Real Madrid and Girona. If we win today, as you said, Barça could be 9 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standing. So it's very important to get another win. It could be the 7th win in a row here in La Liga. Let's go with the lineup with 5 changes between the last game against Atletico in the Champions and today, but it's a very, very interesting lineup. Barça today will play with Joan Garcia at the goal with 4 players up the back. Alejandro Valde coming back to the starting 11 after the injury, with Ronald Araujo as a right back, with Pau Cubarsí and Gerard Martín as a centre backs. Eric Garcia will play as a holding midfielder with Pedri next to him, and Gavi. Maybe he can play in this position as an attacking midfielder for the first time after his injury. He will start a game with Fermín on the left, with Lamine Yamal on the right, and Ferran Torres will play as a number 9. Remember that we have got good news this morning, because it's confirmed that Frenkie de Jong is absolutely fine to play, but he will start the game on the bench.
Well, thank you very much, Marc. There is the lineup, and you can send us your thoughts on the live chat. Rate it from 1 to 10, 10 the highest score, 1 the lowest. You know it. Fans were maybe expecting more rotations, maybe expecting some of the players to get some rest today, but Hansi Flick is saying, hey, this is important. We need to go 9 points ahead of Real Madrid at the top of the standings. We need to take every opportunity that we can to try and clinch this La Liga title as soon as possible.
Does feel like it, doesn't it, Robert?
Yep.
And I think he's going, yeah, I know a lot of you are tempted about Tuesday night and what could be coming there, but he's probably thinking, hey, we've got a title to win here, and we are being presented with chances to take that title by the scruff of the neck. Judging by his lineup, he doesn't want to take too many of them. We knew Cubarsí would play because he's out midweek. We had a feeling Gavi would come back in, but other than that, I mean, it's quite strong. Pedri, who went off at half-time last midweek, starts. Lamine, we thought maybe chance for him to rest, he starts. Olmo does get rest, but you've still got Eric in there, Gerard Martin, and probably players who we thought would rest tonight, this afternoon. They haven't. We've got a few people who were saying, weren't they, Robert, in the members live chat already, hey, I wanted some rest for Pedri and Lamine today. It is a tricky one. I mean, how do you play it? Flick clearly feels he wants to go strong.
Yep.
Let's see how it plays out. If we get an early lead, maybe, then he can rotate later.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the game goes. Good news. First start of the season for Gavi. It feels incredible to say. Do you remember when the last time he started was?
Started a game, Robert. You're looking at the start of end of last season, aren't you? Do you know? Have you got the game?
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
So last game of last season.
Is it?
He's
Athletic.
Athletic Club 3-0 at the Catedral. He played the full 90 minutes that day. That was the last day that Gavi started for Barça. So. Brilliant news for him. I like that Ferran is starting as well. He got on the end of chances the other day at the Metropolitano. He needs to come out of that slump that he's in right now. Hasn't scored for a while. Let's see if he can score today, because he has to be important on Tuesday as well. Yeah,
he does. It's a big start for Ferran, and I actually think out of the lineup, he's maybe the one in there with Gavi who's thinking, I've got to take this chance. I've really got to take this chance, because he's got competition, I think, not just with Lewandowski up front now, but also with Olmo, who played in a false 9 role recently at the Metropolitano against Atleti, and maybe it's something Flick repeats on Tuesday night. Let's see. So he's got work to do, Ferran. You said it. He's been on a bit of a scoring drought. In a derby, it would be the perfect time for him to get back on the score sheet. We all back him. We want a shark attack today.
Oh, yes, we do. We want to play the...
It's been too long, though. Yeah.
It's been too long. Right, speaking of Ferran, here's one of the options that we're giving you today for key player. Who will be the key player today? Option 1, Joan Garcia. Obviously, special game for him, playing against his former club with by no means as much pressure as he did at the RCD Stadium with the way he was met. Option 2, Gavi, returning to the lineup for the first time since Matchday 38 in LaLiga last year, and having played I thought very good second half against Atletico de Madrid the other day. One man down. He gave the team the energy that we needed. He gave distribution as well. He was absolutely everywhere, going in hard for tackles, but also then playing the ball well in an organised manner. And option 3, Ferran, as we were saying. I think Barca need goals. Today, Barca need goals on Tuesday especially, and we need the Shark to attack again. So my answer is option 3.
Yeah, you're going for 3, Robert?
I'm going 3.
I think I might well join you.
I don't want it to be 1. I don't want Joan Garcia to be involved in this game in the least.
He certainly was the key player in the reverse pitch. Yes. Joan Garcia, my goodness me. He made some unbelievable saves at the RCD Stadium at the start of January, which feels like a lifetime ago now almost, Robert, doesn't it? Gavi, I think, to be fair to Gavi, he's actually got a bit of a different role than he maybe is more used to, because we think, Robert, don't we, that he might be the more advanced of the midfield 3. So let's see how that works out for Gavi. He might have to link midfield and attack a bit more than usual. But I'm going to go Ferran too. I do think this is a game for Ferran. And like I said, he should be well up for this. Fit, energetic, causing problems to that Espanyol defence. Look, let's see how they set up. Had a look at some of their stats in recent games against Betis. They barely had any of the ball. They sat behind it for a lot of it. They could do a similar thing tonight. Let's see. So it might not be a game where he's got space in behind. But even still, we need goals from Ferran, and I hope today's the day.
Couple of comments from the live chat before we listen to Hansi Flick. Matt Lumbis says, let's hope Ferran can score. Yeah. We need him to start and score again. Bruna says it's a 7, the lineup. I wanted Pedri and Lamine Yamal not to start. Luis, always going for the decimal system with 8.9 out of 10. Super Dueto says a 9. Pirita Malaguita says 9 as well. Matt Lumbis, it's an 8. And we welcome Raitan, who has just signed up for the premium pack. Welcome to the new members. We are the best. Galatasaray going for Fermin as key player. Not a bad shout either.
I like it.
Right, let's listen to what our coach, Hansi Flick, had to say to Marc Brau earlier on.
As always, before the match, we are with our coach, with Hansi Flick. Hi, Hansi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, yesterday you said it's a derby. I don't know if you noticed the atmosphere when you come back with the bus. It's a special game today that you have to play here at the stadium.
Of course, for everyone, for the players, for us, but also for the fans, for the club. So it's special. So we want to show that we are number 1 here in Barcelona.
You said yesterday that, of course, next Tuesday it will be a different story. But if you take a look to the lineup, many players that have a lot of minutes. So the message is so clear. Important, the 3 points, especially if they both happened yesterday in Madrid.
Of course, I think we have a lot of quality on the pitch, but also on the bench. So it's important for this match today. So we want to reach the 79 point. This is what we want. Is our goal for today.
And Espanyol, what kind of team do you expect? The last game in January was totally different. They were in a very good shape, but in the last games they did not concede many goals. So what kind of team do you expect today?
It's also different. So they will fight. They will go for also to get something here. And this is what we expect. It's for us important that we are ready for that. We know what happens and show our best football.
Thanks and good luck.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Hansi Flick close to leave his first derby against Espanyol here at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Well, there you go. The words of Hansi Flick, who yesterday, by the way, highlighted the importance of the players from La Masia, the players who have grown up as culés in these kinds of games, because they know what the rivalry is. We've got Cubarsí in there, Gerard Martín, Balde, Eric, Gavi, Fermín, Lamine Yamal. So many of them in the line. Ronald Araujo played for Barça B as well. So
the more you think about it, when you put it like that, he's really gone for it, hasn't he?
He has really gone for it. In this derby against Espanyol, a team that has not won yet in 2026, and let's keep it that way today. Before we look at their lineup, Pablito, let's like always remind our fans that if they have not done it yet, they can become premium members of our YouTube channel. And this weekend, I think what we have to highlight, it's that it's derby weekend, not only for the first team.
Oh yeah, you're right, Robert. You're quite right. Does that mean that the members have got a little bit of an exclusive perk?
Yeah, they have. They have. Tomorrow, Barça Athletic face Espanyol B, and we will be broadcasting it live exclusively for members. And Pablo, it's an important game for Barça Athletic. It's one of the best ones you can see this season.
It is. It's a very important one. 4 games to go, people. They're on the cusp of the playoff positions. They've got to win them. They've got to win their games, and it's a home game against Espanyol B. Why wouldn't you tune into it? Make yourselves premium members. Actually, this morning, we had an under-15s derby as well, Barça Espanyol. So it's all happening this weekend. It's a derby weekend, people. And if you're a YouTube premium member, you've got all of it.
Women's team face Espanyol in a week and a half, I think it is. After the international break, the women's team also face Espanyol. So it's derbies all around. Let's take a look at Espanyol's lineup.
Okay.
Always they've not been in shape, obviously, in 2026. They've struggled with results. They've dropped many points, but they are highly motivated whenever they play against Football Club Barcelona. So they are a dangerous team this afternoon. They will play with Dimitrovic in goal, El Hilari Calero, Cabrera and Romero at the back, with Urco and Paul Lozano in midfield, Ngonge on the right, Dolan on the left, and up front, Edu Esposito will be the attacking midfielder, with Quique Garcia, the veteran, up front as the striker.
Yeah, fascinating choice. They've gone for Quique Garcia, I think, as the number 9. I don't know if that's just trying to go for an experience option. We know Roberto had several chances, didn't he, in the reverse fixture? Somehow didn't score. Juan Garcia was in the way of him, but he goes for Quique this afternoon. It's a big call. That he's a more veteran striker. Can he hold the ball up? He might not have a lot of support, like I said before, and you can almost see it on the graphic. We're expecting Espanyol to play quite defensively, to sit in, soak up pressure, try and hit Barça. I know it's a generic thing to say when teams come here, but with the way Espanyol have set up this season, and especially in recent weeks even, that's probably what we'd expect. They got decent, tidy players. Edu Esposito, Paul Lozano can keep the ball well. Romero, I think, is a decent left fullback too. They're missing Riela at the back, aren't they? He's suspended. That could be a bit of a loss for them. Plus the long-term absence of Javi Puado up front, who would have produced the goals, wouldn't he, maybe this season. But, I mean, bizarre turn from being a team who are in Champions League spots, Robert, at Christmas time. Yeah. They lose narrowly, by the way, and some would maybe argue unfairly at home to Barça. There's 2-0 in the dying embers of that game. Olmo producing some magic. Fermín was big off the bench in that one too. And then, bang, they collapsed. I was having a look through. There's been a lot of games where they've lost in latter stages, and you say, yeah, fair enough. Late penalties, late equalisers, late losses. That's happened, but to not win a single game in 2026 is bizarre. It is bizarre and tough for them. Though in the last 5 games, there are 3 draws and 2 defeats. And the 2 defeats were 2-1 in Mallorca with a late goal, controversial goal, as you said, and a 2-1 defeat to Getafe at home. Last game was a 0-0 against Betis, right? A pre-game huddle from the Barca players. Let's just, before we go back to Barca's lineup, take a look at those beautiful standings with Barca currently 6 points ahead of Real Madrid with 1 game less, which is the one that's about to be played right now, and a
a possibility to go 9 points ahead. Do you think that yesterday's result altered Flick's plans in any way? I don't think so. I think he was going to come out with this lineup regardless, because he just wants to keep his foot on the gas pedal in this league and not let up any opportunities. But I mean, he must have been somewhat pleased.
It's funny, his instincts may be different to ours, and he's the one training, seeing these players train every day. I think our instincts probably in this game were rotate the team, and especially after the result yesterday.
And the fact that the game's Tuesday, not Wednesday.
Exactly. And we saw Atleti rotate in the league game against us even, and then they had the energy midweek. I'm not saying that was determined, in the game, because I don't exactly think Atleti played better than us on Wednesday night, and not say it didn't look like a team who were fresher, did they? I mean, I think even with 10 men, we created a load of chances. So I wouldn't say that that's a huge factor, but it is intriguing. Nonetheless, it is intriguing. You just get the feeling that's what Flick wants to do right now. And look, fair enough to him. I think he sees the league as there. So do we all. And you go back a few weeks and it probably wasn't as clear as even months ago. It definitely wasn't as clear. I'm thinking after that Girona defeat, Robert, if you told us now, fast forward not even 2 months, we could go 9 points clear. It feels quite bizarre, remarkable.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stats. The Barça have not lost to Espanyol at home in LaLiga since 2009.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah.
And we have not lost in our last 29 La Liga games against Espanyol. So let's keep those runs going. By the way, our admin today, Jamie.
Yes.
Asking the fans to drop an emoji to describe Derby Day mood. Pirita Malaguita going with the cat emoji.
Pirita Malaguita puts a cat emoji, I think, for most things. I'm pretty sure we've asked for who will be the first scorer or who's the next scorer key of the game. And there's Cat. Well, maybe Cat will score one day. Makino says, today we secure La Liga and plenty of time for Tuesday's remontada. Yeah, I sort of agree. I get it.
I mean, you think of what Hansi Flick said the other day in the press conference before the game against Atletico de Madrid. He says, you never know with rotations as well, with changing up the lineup too much, if it's going to be effective or not, if it's best to just keep the players in rhythm, if it's best to give them rest. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There is no real science behind it, unless obviously there's excessive fatigue or anything. But obviously there are lots of people analysing this. If those players are out there, they are ready to play.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree, Robert. That's the way we have to take it. And we've heard from certain players as well. I was thinking the Pedri case, and we've heard him on record say, hey, I actually prefer playing a bit of football every 3 days, Is that Pedri going to Flick saying, hey, putting his hand up and saying, I'd actually like an hour of football on Saturday too. And Flick, trusting his leaders, trusting his big players in the team to also carry that through. I'm guessing it's an open conversation in that regard, which is intriguing.
Director Mark says, hat-trick de Cat? I mean, it would be bizarre, but I mean, we've seen bizarre things happen in football.
Director Mark, okay.
Director Mark. Do you think that's Marc Brau?
Yeah, is that Marc Brau's name?
Has Marc Brau signed up as a premium member as Director Mark?
That fits his name.
It does. And there he is. Director Mark. Director Marc Brau, how are you? We can't hear Director Mark.
Yeah, we can't hear Mark right now.
Now?
Hey.
Now we can hear you, yeah.
Ignacy, everything fine? Ignacy, okay. Ignacy said everything's fine. Yeah, well, really looking forward for tonight's game, because, of course, our head, of course, is thinking in next Tuesday. But I don't know if you watched the game yesterday, but after what happened, now we can make a big punch on the league. And it's a derby. It's always a special. We know what happened in the last games against Espanyol, especially away, winning the league, the first game of the year. But it's a derby, and it's always a special. So it's a great game to play. And of course, I have a special quiz. Do you want to play with me, guys?
Oh, of course, Mark, of course.
A special quiz related with the derby, related with goals in the derby. So I want to know exactly if Pablo did the homework, as usually do. So let's gonna remember Barcelona fans that you can play with us, of course, in the live chat. Let's go with the first question, guys. I want to know, long time ago, we played a game here at the Spotify Camp Nou against Espanyol, and I want to know which player scored that day. It was a former Barca player. He's not in the squad right now, but I want to know if it was Jordi Alba, Dembélé, or Marcos Alonso who scored the last goal against Espanyol here at Spotify Camp Nou. What do you think?
A long time ago.
This is a really good one, by the way. And tell you what, these little tricky questions about who scored, you know, when we were at the Spotify Camp Nou are quite good. I think I've got the answer, though.
I think I've got the answer as well, because when was the last time we played? So we didn't play in 24-25. We didn't play in 23-24. We did 22-23, which is the 1-0 La Liga under Xavi Hernandez.
It is, yeah. And I'm pretty sure this was a very frustrating game, by the way.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas, or just after Christmas.
Was it New Year's Eve, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
31st of December?
I remember watching it wrapped up with my family, yeah. I think, this is, New Year's Eve. And I think, do you have it, Robert, or do you want me to go ahead with it?
Marcos Alonso.
That's it, Marcos Alonso. 1-0 up and then Joselu penalty, no? Oh.
Have we lost
sorry
him?
guys, I think I lost my connection. No,
No, we're good.
I don't have the good connection, but you is playing very well. It was the last game of 2022, and Marcos Alonso scored the goal that day. It was from a corner kick, and then in the far post he scored the goal. As usual, I have to go very quickly. Let's go with the second question, because there are Barça players that scored many goals against Espanyol, but I want to know, one of those two players have scored more goals against Espanyol with Barça shirt. Robert Lewandowski, who is on the bench today, Dani Olmo, who is also on the bench today, or both players scored the same amount of goals?
Okay, so
This is
let's go back. Last game, Olmo
1, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lewandowski scores as well.
in the 2-0. Was it Olmo and Lewandowski?
Yeah, Lewandowski, of course,
So
Okay,
one each. Last season, it's Fermin and Lamine Yamal in the game in which we
Correct.
won La Liga.
Olmo scores twice at Montjuic. In the
So he's got 3,
Yeah.
and that's it for Olmo.
Correct. Okay.
So Leva, I can't go back as far.
23, 24.
23, 24 is a blur for me.
For me too. I can't think of the.
Should we just go Olmo?
But Levy gets 2 in the game we win the league, eh?
Oh,
They might have the same. Does Levy score in the 23-24 season? I can't remember at all. I don't know
Pablo,
why.
I'm delegating. Levy or both?
Both.
3, 2, 1. Well done, both players have scored the same amount of goals, 3 goals, as you said. Lewandowski scored twice in the game that we won the league 3 years ago, and also he scored in the last game in Cornellà Prat. And as you said, Dani almost scored twice last season in Montjuic, and then he scored the goal, also the first to open the score in the last game in January. So let's go with the last one, guys. And as always, I have to do a question, and this is a very historical game. And Leo Messi was the top scorer in all history in all the derbies between Barça and Espanyol. But this is not the question, because it's so easy to know that Messi was the top scorer. I want to know how many goals scored Leo Messi in the derbies. 25, 27 or 31. You have to give you the answer, because I have to go, guys. So I'll leave here the question, and then in a few minutes we will connect behind the goal. Bye,
Okay,
bye.
thank you very much, Mark. Okay, Pablo, so I have, for some reason, in my head that Messi only scored more than 30 against Real Madrid and Sevilla.
Okay. That helps.
So
that helps.
25 or 27.
That helps me, because I was a little bit in the dark here, Robert, and I was going to go at you and say, let's just do 3.
Shall we do highest under 30?
Hit me with 27. I mean, yeah. I don't know if there's someone. Matt Glammer said 1. I think Farrell said 1.
Oh. Should we trust the chat then?
Pilita Malita says 2.
Are we going with Pilita Malaguita? Or who are we going with? What's Alia say? Is Alia not there?
No answer from Alia yet. Gloria's saying 2.
Okay.
Alia was here earlier, but
we said highest under 30,
okay,
so we're
go
going
on.
27.
Okay, do it.
Ooh.
Mark will be so disappointed in us.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Okay. Well, 2 out of 3 for us. If you got 3 out of 3 in the live chat, well, congratulations to you. Let me get the lineup back on the screen.
There was a lot of 27s actually in the end, Robert, too. I think we convinced the chat that we were going to. The number 2 was the correct answer.
Yeah, no, it's our fault. It's definitely our fault. Okay, well, dressing room ready for this game, I guess. Lorenz, can we look at some tweets? Can we see what's been published on Barca's socials before this game? Always interesting to look at that. There we go. It's Derby Day. The Catalan flags waving in that photograph. It's match day at Spotify Camp Nou. Everything ready. I'm always envious of those who can go and scan
Yeah,
their
no,
tickets,
yeah.
and we're stuck here in a studio. We had fun, but hey.
It's the sort of game you'd want to be in the stadium for,
Oh,
isn't
I would
it?
most definitely want to be there.
Derby day.
What else have we got? Ooh, the Gavi shin pads. Obviously, Gavi
cool.
starting in the lineup today.
That's cool,
Passion,
yeah.
obsession, resilience,
It's
tenacity, courage. There you go.
It's his sort of game as well, Robert.
It
is his sort of game.
It is. Everything set at the Barca dressing room, wearing that kit today, the blue and red, the Blaugrana kit. There's the lineup. Doubly on your screen right now with Joan Garcia, Araujo, Cubarsí, Gerard Martín Balde, Eric Pedri, Gavi, Lamine Yamal, Fermín, and Ferran. Best place in the world, mejor lugar
I'd
del
say
mundo.
so.
Millor
I'd say
lloc del
so.
món, Spotify Camp Nou. The arrival of the players. Time to give it absolutely everything. Players' arrival earlier on. And this is something that Hansi Flick talked about yesterday. La Masia boys know that these games, or what these games mean. They know that these games matter.
And interesting that he's filled the starting 11 with them too, as you spotted, Robert. He's filled it.
And this one's obviously a great one to see. Welcome back, Frankie de Jong, back into the squad list for the first time since the 22nd of February. And there you go, The Guardian, not the newspaper. Joan Garcia.
Okay. Good, not a bad newspaper when I was back in the UK, but there you go. Joan Garcia, The Guardian indeed. And Frankie de Jong, by the way, I'm delighted that he's back in the Barca squad. I think he's going to be excellent. I really do. And I think actually today we hope he gets some minutes. Tuesday, I hope he gets even more. He's going to be a big part, I think. If we're going to do something special on Tuesday night, personal opinion, I think Frankie de Jong is going to be a really big part of it.
Well, the thing, Flick always does the same. He never gives the start, or barely ever gives the start to a player returning from injury. The formula is usually what we saw with Koundé, for example. Few minutes, and then...
Exactly.
And then start the following game. Right. Where are we in terms of... 3 minutes and a half. I guess now is the time for Guess the Score, right?
Okay, here we go. There's a mixed bag today. Well,
mixed bag, right. So we've got Marbrau at the stadium. We've got you and me in here. You've got Llorens in the control room and Spence on comms for the Barca feed. So I'm going 3-0. You and Brau are going 2-0, a bit more conservative. Llorens is the most conservative of all, which is bizarre. And Spence going with an outlandish 5-0.
Yeah, there's a real mixed bag
which
there.
has been seen. I mean,
yes.
At home against Espanyol, it has happened.
Yeah, that was most recent 2017, Robert, we're thinking, I think, no? Messi hat-trick, maybe? That was a good one, wasn't it? Good fun. I've gone 2-0 today. I think this is going to be a comfortable enough game for Barça if we get the first goal in the first half. And then I hope we just take things slowly but surely, and then we'll see this one out. I don't think I nearly went 3. Because I could see us getting 3 and doing it, but I'm going to go 2. Spencer's gone 5-0, and who knows? If you know, it's Derby day, if chaos starts happening, then who knows what could happen.
There you go. Well, the players are in the tunnel, ready to come out, and let's read a few comments before that happens. We've got... Adam Labaran saying, Ferran will break his curse today and score. Let's hope so. Mac Lumbis says, maybe we should try and put Cat on top as striker. Really big head, can score with the head. That's not a bad idea.
Who said that? Sorry.
Mac Lumbis. Gloria says, I want another Lamine hat-trick today. We need him to score on Tuesday. I feel a hat-trick coming. I also wish Ferran can end his goal drought today. What else have we got in the chat? Oh, this was all pre-quiz. Jamie, as the Barca admin going today, how hyped are you for this from a scale from 1 to 10? Perita Malaguita says 9. Mac Lumbis says 9. Mec says, Visca el Barça y ole. Bruna says 10. Always hyped for match day. And here are a few predictions. Bruna 2-1. Mac Lumbis 3-1. Luis 4-1. I'm surprised that Luis isn't going 4.2.
Yeah. You can't
to 1.
No points in the
no decimals. No decimals. It's Piano Guy going 3-0. Pirita Malaguita going 3-0. It's Piano Guy. I hope we see Rooney on the pitch today. Elmir Days going 2-0. And let's take a look at some tweets here. Forza Barça, the players stepping onto the pitch for warm-ups. Just a kid loving the game.
Spot on, yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen some really cool things in the tunnel, Robert, as well. It looks like, I don't think it's the shirts that the players are going to be playing in, but they're going to come out with the R. If you've got an R in your name, it's like backwards, and it's like a little retro R. I'm guessing for the retro weekend.
There we go. Yeah.
So Ferran's got 2. Araujo I've seen. Pedri I've seen. We know the referees and Espanyol are going to be in their kit. We're going to be in this season's kit, but that's quite cool. I'm sure we'll see an image of that later. I'm sure the club will do a tweet about it too.
Where's mine? I've got 2 R's in my name. Robert.
Yeah. Yours would look pretty cool, mate.
Get me a jersey.
We should have got you a retro jersey.
Get me a jersey.
Wasn't aware this was happening. The Espanyol kit is actually quite cool, to be fair to themselves.
Yeah.
It's quite a cool one.
But the refs kit. Oh,
are you a big fan of the refs guy?
I love it.
I saw the ref one last night and I thought that's nice. That's a nice one. I'm a fan of it.
Very nice. Okay, so hang on.
Oh, they're a little bit late out of the box, I think. Here,
they are a bit late out of the box, and the countdown was just about to end. So managed to stick
there
that in there. Right, let's see.
And the ball as well, of course, the retro ball we've got this weekend. This is quite cool.
I love this.
I'm quite a big fan of it, to be fair.
I love the initiative, definitely. So, players stepping onto the pitch. The captain today is Ronald Araujo. Here is Barca's lineup for you with Joan Garcia, Ronald Araujo, Cubarsí, Gerard Martín and Balde, Eric and Pedri in midfield, Gavi as the attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal on the right, Fermin on the left, and Ferran up front. Pablo, thoughts heading into this game?
I think this is going to be really good fun, to be fair. It's going to be a fascinating one to just see if Barca can focus on today. That's going to be the key. And I'm very intrigued that Flick's gone for a strong lineup. I really am. So let's see how this one sort of plays out. Do we see a Barca team who are really on it and a team who are almost trying to give themselves the bounce into Tuesday night? Or is it a team who maybe are too focused? Let's see. It's going to be intriguing. Also quite funny, Joan Garcia's come out with a playing top... an outfield player's top on to have his little Garcia with the R in his name. Don't think we'll see that for a while. But Robert, I'm excited. I think Derby Day is nothing not to be excited about. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope for a good atmosphere. Atmosphere looks really good. We expect it's going to be pretty much sold out into the Spotify Cup. No, we've played so well there recently, so I'm going to go for I'm hoping for a good win, a good performance. It's just about how Barca do it. Oh, the lineups are nice.
I like the graphic of the lineups here that LaLiga's offering us. We're seeing the Barca lineup right now. You've got it on your screens as well. I like that. I like the logic of Ruben Hartley saying it doesn't matter how many Barca score, just as long as Barca score more than Espanyol.
That is how football works. Yeah.
That is how football works. Although score 5. So if you've scored 4, go for 5.
Yes.
If you've scored 5, go for 6.
Yeah.
I'm always go for 1 more.
Yeah, I like it too, Robert. I like it, and I'm not the same philosophy, and I think Hansi Flick is too. To be fair to him, we're a team who score a lot of goals with Hansi Flick. We're great to watch. I think we were having that debate after the Atleti game, isn't it? Of what is it that makes us love Barca, I suppose, and it is the fact that we go forward all the time. So I'm happy that we play this football under Hansi Flick. I really am. So we're actually seeing a nice little image actually between the Espanyol players and the Barca players also between this one.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. A joint picture for the Barca and Espanyol players promoting the Tour de France, which this year will start in Barcelona. So amazing. There you go. I don't know if there's any chance we can
turn the volume up.
Turn the volume down a bit because it's a bit high. Noi teniamo il volume una mica aquí. Thank you. There you go. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, as the players get ready to start with the captain's draw, I'm going to ask a question.
Okay,
I'm going to ask a question to our audience. Let me.
Yeah, the retro R's have gone. Unfortunately, they're not going to be. We're not going to be playing in
they're
the.
Not in there.
No.
Okay, right. So, question: what is the key of today's game? What will the key of the game be? Option 1, which is probably what I'm going for, not to think about Atleti. I think that's not a concern for the players. It's more just collectively. Let's focus on this. A derby is important enough, and going 9 points ahead of Real Madrid is important enough. Option 2, quick goal to calm things down. That would be very handy, just to calm down the anxiety, especially after a defeat at home in the Champions League. Or option 3, don't fall into Espanyol's tricks, which there could be a few of.
Yeah, I mean they're actually all very good options, to be fair, and I'd love for us to execute all 3. I do think that, Robert, I have to agree with you that number 1 is the big one for me. I think it's actually the big talking point in this game. And we even said it after Wednesday night. We were like, we've sort of got this derby in the middle now where we're like, we don't really know what to do with it, as we get underway here at the Spotify Cup. No, we're saying we don't really know what to do with it, how do we go into this game against Espanyol now? How do we approach it? Hansi Flick, with the lineup he's picked, and I'm sure the way he's spoken to his players midweek, throughout the week, would have got them focused, ready for this game. feel like I'm back in the past watching a LaLiga game too with this retro thing, which is nice.
Yeah,
And
with the graphic up top as well. Yeah.
Big fan, Robert. And I think with the way he's picked his team, with the way he would have spoken to his players in the week, I think number one's the key of the game. And I think for Barça, we're going to have to see a decent response today also. Also for the fans who are in attendance, of which there are a lot of them, they'll want to see that response. So I'm hoping the fans urge us on too.
Chat going for option number 2, Pablo.
Yeah, fair
Makino
enough, okay.
saying option 2. It's Piano going 2, decent choice. Pirita Malaguita 2. Days 2. Gloria going with option 3, which is not to fall into Espanyol's tricks. I mean, Marc said in the last game they gave up possession. They waited for Betis. It seems from the get-go like they're happy to sit further back, not to try and attack Cubarsí and Gerard Martin and Araujo as they play it from behind. And if they're going to sit and defend, well, they're going to try and slow the game down. Little fouls, interrupt the game as much as possible, and let's just try and not get frustrated with that, at least from the very beginning.
100%. That's got to be another key for Barça. I mean, I did say all of those options you had there, Robert, are good ones, to be fair. An early goal would settle us down a lot. It really would. Not fall into their trap. I think they're going to make things difficult for us as well. I mean, when we faced them in at the start of January, the start of the new year, they're actually one of the better defensive teams too. And you can see that in a way. I know they've lost a lot of games now between that game and this one, but they sit very deep and they frustrated Betis a lot last time out over the weekend. So make no mistake, there will be one up for this too. They'll be making it difficult for Barça. And if we think that we're going to be able to just cruise through this one and in the 60th minute start thinking about Tuesday night, we might well be wrong here. So I think for Flick, he would have been drilling that into his players. And let's see if it translates onto the pitch now. That's what I want to see.
If I remember rightly, though, in that game at the RCD Stadium in January, that wasn't really the game plan for them. I mean, obviously they were playing at home, which makes it a bit different for them, but their approach was a little bit braver, I think.
Yeah, they came at us. They had good chances, big chances. Probably until the goals, the better chances. So, I mean, Joan Garcia made some ridiculous saves. The one from Perramillo, who's on the bench today. Certainly a few from Roberto. We don't know how didn't.
Romero as well, the header.
Yes, yeah. We don't know how a lot of them didn't go in. So there were big chances. There really were. Joan Garcia was a key player in that one. That's a lovely take from Fermin, isn't it? Ferran couldn't control it, and he had Balde bursting on. First start back for Balde, isn't it, too, Robert, by the way?
That's true. We had not mentioned it. First start back from Balde since falling to injury. Careful with Espanyol. On the move here as the ball is played out wide.
That's a decent switch, isn't it? Now the cross could come in. I think it's Ngonge who's gone out there. There's a decent delivery too, and a cross at the front post in the end, just beaten over the crossbar.
Right, before we... Well, I can go to Marbral with the question. Jamie's posted a poll on our live chat. Who will score the first goal? ¿Quién marcará el primer gol? ¿Quién marcará el primer gol? Option 1, Ferran. 2, Lamine. 3, Fermin. Option 4, other. I like that Jamie has used the shark emojis as well for Ferran, trying to summon something. Hey, I'm voting Ferran. I'm voting shark.
The emojis lured me into the vote, Robert.
They did.
I'm also going Ferran.
Marbral, what are you voting for first goal scorer of the game?
Hi again, guys. I have to admit that I want to be Ferran too. I want to be the shark, and it has to be, because every game that we have to go on, it's less games for Ferran to score. And why not today in a derby? It's one of the Barça players that they have not scored any single goal in a derby yet. So it has to be today. It has to be today. No, Ferran not. Well, remember that in the last 23-24 season, Espanyol was relegated. So not many games played in the last years against them, and we talk about the players that score: Dani Olmo, Lewandowski, also Rafinha scored last season, also Fermin, also when we won the league, Alejandro Balde and Jules Koundé and Marcos Alonso, but no more, because the last game played. I have to say that no Barça player right now have scored any single goal against Espanyol in the Spotify Camp Nou, because the last players that scored a goal against Espanyol here in this stadium were Marcos Alonso and Memphis, the day that Xavi Hernandez was on the bench for the first time.
The 1-0.
And let me say something. And the other game before that 1-0 Memphis goal was the game that Espanyol were relegated in 2020. 1-0 goal by Luis Suarez. What does it mean? That since that 2-0 against Espanyol with that Panenka Messi from the free kick goal in 2019, in the Spotify Camp Nou, Barça have not scored more than one goal.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal might grab one here though himself. It's going to fall instead to Fermin, who strikes and it goes over. Those are some interesting stats, Robert, aren't they? And intriguing. And by the way, that's why we couldn't think of Espanyol in the 23-24 season.
Because they weren't in.
They weren't in the league, so it makes
makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, I'd forgotten. Pablo, I know why we lost on Wednesday. I now know. I've been struggling. I've been struggling to understand. I've given it a lot of thought, and now I have the answer.
Oh my goodness me, you're joking.
It's because Anand Edits, one of our usual viewers, forgot to join against Atletico. I slept. Anand Edits says, Anand, this is on you.
That's terrible from you.
Terrible.
You slept for a Champions League quarter-final tie.
Sorry for being 5 minutes late today. Well, yeah, we'll give you that one. Don't worry about today. But yeah, be there on Tuesday.
I'm intrigued. What time is it for you now, and what time is it for the Champions League games? And Robert's right. You have to be there on Tuesday. I know it's late for you, but
yeah. Tuesday, there's no excuse. Tuesday, we want everyone in here. We want all belief.
Yeah.
All the belief in the world. If there's a team that's earned like the right to be believed in, I guess.
Yeah.
It's this.
I completely agree. I completely agree, Robert. We've got to go in there with all belief in the world. We absolutely have to. And I can see some of the gang are getting it now. Alia, who was in there at the top of the programme, is back. So hello to you too.
I mean, and I would say even if we go 1-0 down on Tuesday, keep believing.
Yeah, got to stay calm.
Just remember last season's La Liga game. In the 73rd minute, we were 2-0 down, and we won 4-2 that day.
Yeah, exactly. And if we do concede the first goal, we still have to score 3.
Here's
3
Lamine.
would take us for extra time, but
Yep.
hey, it's still 3. Lamine, tight angle. Oh, and he tried to whip one in there. Loves the goal against Espanyol. That screamer who scored, of course, the one we all remember.
Mark, curious, after the defeats on Wednesday, what is the mood today at Spotify Camp Nou?
With the team. I think that no one is thinking in Champions League game, guys, because it's
the mood of the fans. Like,
the mood of the fans, they're happy. They're happy. I think that, as we know, sometimes when Real Madrid drop points, Barça fans also are happy. And I think that today the mood is quite happy. I think that most of the people think that today Barça wins, we can get very, very close to win the league. That is also a fact. But very happy all the people.
Well, I mean, if you're not motivated for a derby, like, when are you going to be motivated?
And that is fair enough. I mean, this is a golden opportunity, Robert, and one that we can't pass up. I think Flick will feel the same. So I do get that. I'm just baffled at Anand Edits here. 5 minutes away from watching the game, and their brain said, no, sleep.
Oh, dear.
Champions League quarter-final, really? You have to be there Tuesday night, though. We're not having you not be there Tuesday. Here's Kouarsi for Barça. Eric is in midfield today, so Barça technically have got 5 defenders on with Eric pushing a little bit further forward. Lamine Yamal's going to try and stand up Romero here. Still Lamine. Lovely back heel. Araujo. Corner.
Well, first corner kick of the game for Barça, Mark.
The first one, and you can listen how the people celebrate this. Remember that the last La Liga game played here, we won after a corner kick by Cancelo and a header by Araujo against Rayo.
Yeah, that was a big one. And you saw the first little back heel flick there of Lamine Yamal through the legs of his defender. In goes the corner from Lamine! He makes the goal!
Oh, and it's the shot!
Hey, he scored! Ferran! Dimitrovic down complaining. That's going to be given, I think, no. Ferran scored!
There we go! 1-0 Barça, early goal, it's Ferran, the shark who does it.
Ah, what a smile on his face too as well, Robert. He seemed calm when he first scored, but then as he wheeled away, you can't hide the delight. We've looked really good from set pieces, by the way, of late. And yet again, they're coming up big. And he points to the smile.
He points to the smile, does Ferran Torres. Do the goal again. There we go.
I don't think, by the way, that's going to be ruled out. I can't see why it would be.
No, why would it?
Dimitrovic runs into his own player.
He does.
That's poor from the keeper.
It's a block by Kouarsi. Dimitrovic runs into El Hilali. Nothing to be called there. Nothing to be called there. Pablo, we called it.
We've been waiting for it.
It is the shark. Give me some shark emojis on the live chat, guys. Give me some shark emojis and some applauses for Ferran Torres.
Woo, we'll take that as well.
Right, well, as we go to Marbrau, let's take a look at Hansi Flick's reaction. Marc, Ferran Torres scores again.
He scores again. I count the days. 70 days since his last goal, the 31st of January. He scored the second one in that win against Elche, the 31st of January. So 70 days after that day, finally Ferran get the goal, get the score. And remember that still it's 70 days without him scoring. He's the second top scorer of La Liga for Barça, 13 goals for him, 17 this season, equalizing Lewandowski as the third top scorer of the season. And as we said before, we know exactly that our prediction today has to be right, that the Shark have to score first goal against Espanyol for the Shark. And as we said, in the corner kicks, Barça is quite good this season. We scored the goal against Rayo Vallecano in the last game. It was for the other side, Cancelo to Ronald Araujo. Now it was directly for Ferran the Shark scoring with a header in the far post. Very important goal to get one goal ahead of Espanyol right now.
Fantastic, fantastic.
I'll tell you what, Robert, it'll be intriguing because I know after that game against Rayo, we had a look at the stats, didn't we, a little bit of corner goals. I remember in the week afterwards we were looking at goals from set pieces. I wonder if Marc has the numbers. It would be intriguing to see just how many we've scored from set pieces and corners this season because we're starting to look quite strong.
I have the number.
Okay, Marc, is it corners or set pieces in general?
No, well, we can play both if you want, but corners, I have to say that I have the numbers counting when a corner is short. Oh, be careful.
Watch out here because Espanyol have played a long ball through and they're in behind here. Kike Garcia. Strike, didn't get enough power on it. Easy for Joan Garcia. Okay. Corner goals, people. Okay.
Yeah, counting short corners, for example. I mean, just to give a key. Remember, in the Copa against Atletico de Madrid, they would score both goals from corner kick, but it was short.
Okay, for example, Marc, Pedri's goal against Levante, does that count as a corner goal? Yeah.
That counts, yeah. Fermin, you said. Fermin goal, you said, against Levante.
Yes, yeah, also, yeah. I meant, and Pedri's as well in the away game.
Pedri's assist. Yeah, you said the first one, yeah. Counting in general. In general. Fifth, so,
quite a lot. Quite a lot. I don't know. Guys in the members live chat, let us know maybe. I'd be guessing like 12 maybe, Marc. Is it higher or lower?
High.
14?
More.
16.
That's it. 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah, and let me give you an extra stat. Oh, be careful with Carlos Romero. Well done by the defenders. 16 corner kicks and 16 goals by header. Not always in set pieces, but 16 goals by header and 16 goals for corner kicks. I think Barça is the team that scored the most in La Liga for sure from corner kicks, and I think it's quite interesting and also a good message for all the people to believe next Tuesday, because in that kind of game sometimes set pieces can give you a lot of things.
Yeah, even against Atletico de Madrid, who have shown more weaknesses recently at set pieces than they did, let's say, when they were the Atletico de Madrid of Diego Godin, Jimenez, Savic, all of that. Yeah,
100%. It's something to be, it's something to watch out for, and I do agree. I think in those games, set pieces, crosses into the box, a header, a late header, it can often be the way in. Eddie Garcia's gone down here. He got a bit of a whack in the sky when the ball was up high there. Oh, yeah, he does get a bit of a kick. I think it's Paul Lozano who catches him, maybe.
Yeah. So with this goal, does Ferran now have 13 in La Liga?
Yes, he does indeed,
One under Lamine. So it's Lamine in La Liga, it's Lamine 14, Ferran 13, Lewandowski 12, and Rafinha 11.
Well, there you go. That's what our stat says on the screen there. And Lamine will have gone up 1 assist, I guess.
Yes, sir. And he could have been in again there. Balde just overhitting his cross. Marc.
Is it Lamine's 11?
In my I got all in all competitions 15 assists. Lamine in all competitions. In La Liga I don't have the number exactly, but in all competitions are 15.
I think this would be his 10th. So, by the way, Lamine in La Liga leading in goals. and assists.
Incredible. I mean, incredible stats for an incredible young player who keeps on hitting big records. And we've got a good stat about Lamine today as well, don't we, Robert?
We have. It's on our screens, but Mark can tell us all about it.
Sorry, Robert, can you repeat, please?
The stat that you gave us about Lamine Yamal, Mark.
Assist in general.
No, the one before the game.
Special game for him today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, he reaches with today 100 games in La Liga with Barça, and he becomes the youngest ever player for Barça to reach this number. Other names like Gavi, Boyan, Messi were close, very young, reaching these 100 games in La Liga. But Lamine, another record for him, the youngest Barça player ever to reach 100 games in La Liga.
Incredible stat once more by Lamine. I mean, he just keeps on beating these records. He really does. Here is Koubarsi for Barça, who've got a really good hold of this game now. Heavily dominating the possession stats. Here they come again. Here's Fermín López. Couldn't really guide his shot into the far corner. Easy for Dimitrovic in the end. But Espanyol being put under big pressure here early on. Really suffering to get out of their own half. And in the end, it's all Barça in the opening 15-60 minutes. Exactly what the fans would have wanted after Wednesday night. It's been a good reaction, a good response.
Early goal, like we said.
Team, yeah, 100%. Ferran will be feeling a lot better about himself. I actually think when you're on a rut, when you're on a bit of a drought like Ferran's been on, those sorts of instinctive goals be the ones to get you out of it. A header from a corner, we don't have much time to think about it. I think that's something that he can get out of. And by the way, I was just looking at the top scorers. 14, 13, 12, 11.
Have we got anyone with 10?
Guys, let me say one thing about Ferran. Remember, not last game, but what Ferran did in Metropolitano last season. Do you remember? He scored the winning goal in La Copa.
Yeah.
He scored twice in the comeback. So why not is our secret weapon for the next Tuesday?
He scored the goal as well that made it 4-2, which would be the important one in the game on Tuesday. The goal that gives us a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and remember also that Ferran scored in La Liga against Atletico, the last one. So
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Maldini.
Oh, Gerard Martin all the way up. Fermín was trying to sneak in round the back. By the way, the possession stats look ridiculous, don't they, early on?
They do. Like we said, Mark, you asked Hansi Flick, what kind of Espanyol do you expect? Because last week they sat back and waited for Betis. Right now, Barca have 84.5% of possession, so it seems like they're doing the same thing today.
Yeah, remember that Espanyol, we have to admit, played very good in the first part of the league.
They did.
That they finished 5th position the year, very close to Champions League spots. But since the game against Barça, the first game in January, there are 13 games without winning. Only 5 points got in the last 39. And still they have options to go to Europe the next season. But of course they have to change their mind. They're not a very offensive team, but they played quite good in the first part of the season, but they have to change some things. And this is one of the reasons because I'm especially happy with the goal scored by Ferran. In that kind of games, with that tactic of Espanyol, I think it could be one of the keys of the game to score so early. Especially because that goal scored by Ferran reminds me a lot the goal scored by Marcos Alonso in the last game played here in 2022.
True.
And that day, the final score was 1-1 in a big party, one of the biggest parties I've seen for Mateu Laoz, the former referee, that fortunately is not more on the pitch.
Was that not the day, Mark? Oh no, I'm confusing days. Marcos scored on the day, or that his dad had died, or the day after. But that was against Manchester United.
In Europa League. Yeah. That was the last game of the year. Barca scored the first game. Then Joselu from the penalty spot equalizes. I remember that day Álvaro Fernández, the goalkeeper of Espanyol, who is currently in Deportivo La Coruña right now, made incredible actions. It was the game, I don't know if you remember, that Lewandowski, it's supposed that it has to be suspended for that game after touching the nose against Osasuna. It was the first game after the World Cup.
Yes. That's why we were playing on New Year's Eve. Exactly. Yeah.
And Barca was very close to score. Christensen and Lewandowski got 2 interesting actions, but Álvaro Fernández got 2 good saves. But it was a big party for Mateu Laoz. 16 yellow cards. 16 yellow cards. 2 red cards.
Yeah.
Well, a dream of a day for him.
Yeah, that game got completely out of hand, by the way. I mean, I think it was maybe just after the Espanyol equaliser, 80th minute or so. That's when the red cards came, and there should have been more. I think Espanyol should have had 2 players sent off in that situation. What a crazy times with our good old friend Mateu Laoz.
Here we go. Well, Pablo, obviously with this goal, I mean,
Yes.
let's take a look at the standings. Just such a fine sight to see.
It is, yeah.
79 points, Barça, 70 Real Madrid. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's go. Hope we can go for more goals right now with the 1-0 win, which is obviously temporary.
Yeah.
9-point lead.
It's so impressive, though, Robert. And it's almost like what I'm going to say. Almost maybe I shouldn't be saying it now, but it is impressive the position Barca are in just right now. When you consider the context of the season, I think as well is really vital. And we'll definitely speak about this. I think should we be in a favourable position in the final match weeks? But what Barca have done this season, again, by the way, adversity, injuries. I think with how strong Madrid were meant to be on paper, the season that we all thought they would have compared to the one maybe people thought Barca would have. The position we're in right now is incredibly impressive, and just the fact that we probably don't imagine we'll get it, but the fact that we are potentially on course for an 100-point season if we win every game says everything about how
Let's go for it.
How strong Barça have been in La Liga. We've bounced back, I think, from setbacks really well. When we've lost games like the ones against Girona, the team has responded immediately. We've gone on the streaks of winning games. It's been really impressive. Massive kudos from me to them.
Do you think we can summon it and on the live chat have everyone just use the 100 emoji? You know that with the red typo. Let's do that. The 100 emoji. Let's try and summon the 100-point league. Let's make it happen, guys. Give us 100 emojis. In the meantime, I'll read some comments.
Go on.
Davey, why is he... I'm going to call him Davey, or him or her. So happy for Ferran. And it says, Ferran. Matt Loomis says, we need him to get going again. Fantastic. Mech says, Tiburon. Lots of Tiburon emojis as well.
Everyone's delighted that Ferran scored again. We love to see that. There's Gloria. Gloria's got the 100 emojis. There they are, Culeros. That's what we're talking about.
Give me the 100 emojis. Elmir Day says, I love it when we score early goals. And Love Sphere has joined with the basic pack. So let's welcome new members.
Hey!
A big escort.
Tu sí que portas, eh?
I do, indeed. And look at them, look at them. Look at the members. Look at the members.
Hey.
100 emojis to try and summon that 100-point La Liga. Last Fear has joined with the basic pack, but we had more new members. Owen Sotti also joined with the basic pack as well. Who else have we got? Going further up, Fadel G1D joining us also with the basic pack. Interrupt me, Pablo, if anything happens, because Balde's got it on the left.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe now. Here's Balde, Pedri. I thought Pedri might have been in earlier, by the way, for a pass. He wasn't found. Pedri wants more. Are the members going to be welcome with a goal? Maybe not. Espanyol have slowly managed to just push Barça a little bit further away from their goal already.
I welcome.
Oh, I was wrong, Ferran. No, he was offside. Yeah,
he was offside. I already mentioned Wrighton before. Yes. And we had a long list. Raimundo Segovia Navarro by Eric Rasil, El Mustafa Abimbola, LDO3, Antonio Ruth, El Capitano, Island Core, Oscar Oliva Rodriguez, 7128. Welcome to you all. Welcome, new members.
Welcome, people. Welcome. And
we greet you with applauses and applauses.
And a good weekend also to become a member too, Robert, with everything we've got coming up. A good weekend.
Yeah.
You can get involved with this live, and then you've got the derby tomorrow between Barça Athletic and Espanyol B. Tuesday night, one of the biggest games, if not the biggest game of the season. Yeah, the biggest game of the season against Athletic. You'll be there for that. Good weekend for it. Gavi has somehow got so much power on that header, and here comes Lamine, and there's Ferran. Oh! That is genius from Ferran!
There we go, it's 2-0 and it's Ferran again!
Oh, that is brilliant, isn't it, Roy? Wow! The little outside of the ball pass from Lamine, the little deft finish from Ferran. What a goal!
Just a little touch. It was almost a continuation of the pass, and Ferran with the smile on his face. 2 goals for the Shark. It's what we needed. It's what he needed. Let's just take a look at this replay to make sure he was not offside. No, it'll count.
Oh, that is one of those goals I think we're going to be replaying for some time in it. That is aesthetically pleasing to a T. The little ball from Lamine was, we always love the outside of the footballs. But the finish, though, the finish was genius from Ferran.
The pass, by the way.
Yes. And both goals, Lamine to Ferran.
There you go. That connection working once again. Ferran Torres makes it 2-0 for Barça Marc Brau.
Scoring twice after 14 games. Do you know what happened when you have a bottle and you shake it? Sometimes it's difficult to open, but when you open, everything is out. It's a champagne effect, and now is what happened. We hope with Ferran, especially in that moment of the season. Be careful with action for Espanyol, but incredible what Ferran has done. Be careful. Gonna look. It's a cross. That was definitely a shot. I think it touched the crossbar. But okay, let's talk with Ferran. 18 goals, becoming the third top scorer of the season. 14 in LaLiga, reaching exactly the same amount of goals of Lamine Yamal, the top scorer in LaLiga for Ferran, the third top scorer of LaLiga after Murici and Kylian Mbappe. I don't think it's Budimir. Yeah, the fourth. Budimir has 15. But another time, the connection between Lamine, 16 assists this season, Ferran scoring again. And the most important thing, with that defensive team of Espanyol today, only 26 minutes and Barça 2 goals ahead.
Yeah, brilliant news all round. Lamine to Ferran, twice in a row. Ferran the Shark. Let's have a look at the Hansi Flick reaction to that goal. Flick, who was, and his coaching staff, delighted with the corner. Gavi's everywhere, by the way. And there you can see it there. Brilliant stuff from Hansi Flick, who got a good celebration there with Ronald Araujo too, who was right next to him. And the Barca bench feeling nice and calm now, aren't they?
There you go. And I felt, especially in the first goal, absolute delight by the bench in the way they came out celebrating that Ferran Torres goal.
Yes, yeah, certainly so. They're happy for him. The players happy for him. And judging by his celebration, he's quite happy too. Little smile on his face. It's Gavi. And now Kouarsi. Araujo is going to be able to collect this on the right-hand side. Lamine Yamal. Barça have started very well here. And I'll tell you what, Robert, maybe question marks as to why Hansi Flick didn't rotate very much. Well, Lamine with the collector's item there. Maybe this is the answer. 2-0 already. Yep. If Barca can make this 3, he might well just start pulling players here. Let's see. Let's hope.
Well, let's hope that changes can be made at half-time, that we can maximise what we can do in this first half. Right. 2-0 to Ferran goals. Give me some more shark emojis on the live chat.
And Jamie's asked the question, Robert, one that we might be asking ourselves pretty soon.
Oh, has Jamie asked the question that I was typing right now?
Potentially.
He knows where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Is it, will Ferran score a hat-trick?
Might well be that, yeah.
I'm putting it in the graphic as well.
Do it, yeah. There's already 400 votes in it, by the way. Only 2 options there, though. Here's Lamine. Oh, he's at it again, trying to do one of his little outside of the foot passes. Fermin's going to win that back for Barca. And Fermin's in dangerous territory here. And he's in a bit of a tussle with Romero. Play on for now. Well, he's scrapping in there, Fermin Lopez. He is remarkably still got the ball. Pedri, Araujo. Oh, Barca playing great football. Barca playing really good football. Very good fun to watch here. And nearly half an hour gone. And this is enjoyable stuff. Fermin again. Now Pedri.
I mean, where are we with the possession stats? Still 84.5. It feels higher.
It does. Espanyol have barely had the ball, by the way. And we said before the game that they've been very defensive in recent weeks, especially against teams. I mean, we saw happen against Betis. They drew 0-0. A good result for them, really. But they didn't have a lot of the ball at all. They soaked up an awful lot of pressure in that one. Lots of shots on their goal.
Oh, Pedri.
Similar story today. Pedri, by the way, still, and he was fouled. And Espanyol will be lucky to escape a booking there. They're going to escape it, though.
Right, well, I'm just doubling down on this. Jamie's asked in the live chat with a poll. I am going with the question in the graphic. Will Ferran score a hat-trick today? Option 1, yes. Come on, Thibaudon. Option 2, not today. Option 3, not a bad one. 2 goals, 1 assist. But yeah. Let's pound the number 1.
Fill the chat with ones, guys. By the way, they've certainly done that with the shark emojis. I think One, Robert, also because I think he's going to play a lot today, Ferran. I hope Flick leaves him out there for quite some time. Although, is Flick now thinking, we know he loves to do this, he likes playing players in form.
Yeah.
So does he think, hang on a minute, if Ferran scored 2 or 3 even here in the first half or first 60 minutes, do I then want him midweek up front as my striker?
Ooh, hang on here, because it's free kick for Lamine.
And he likes it from this range. Lamine Yamal!
Oh, it was so close to being a Messi.
So close to score his first goal for the free kick. He never scored from the free kick. So, but guys, the mood, you asked me about the mood of the fans, Robert, before. Also, you can see how is the mood of the team. I think that this confirms that the team is fine. That what happened last Wednesday was an accident. Everything that happened, of course, the incredible refereeing, many things happened, but I think that we have to believe. But it's difficult that all the things will happen next Tuesday, the same as happened last Wednesday. Look how is the team playing. Pushing the other team inside the box with a lot of quality actions. And remember, we have also important players on the bench today resting. So we got to believe, and for me the most important is the hunger that the team is showing in a game like today.
Yeah, I'd agree. Ngonge's got a free kick there. I'm not sure it was a foul, actually. Balde was tracking him back. Didn't like a lot of contact to me. He slips on the ball. That's a ridiculous decision. And Gavi and
El Hilali
have been booked, yeah.
Well, Gavi sees the yellow there.
Maybe no surprises that Gavi's getting stuck into a derby of this kind, as you'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, he's always highly motivated for these.
So 1 each then for Barça Espanyol, first bookings of the day.
Guys, things are going well. Give me some... wave your flags. Wave your Barca flags. Come on, guys. Wave your Barca flags.
Fill the chat with your Barca flags, people. Even El Mirdeis is happy.
Oh. Things must be going well.
It's one of those days. I do agree with what Marco was saying, though. I think people might have been worried about the team, right? In saying, how are they, you know, like... But I think it was more of a mistake. And going down to 10 men was a huge shift in that game. It really was. So I think this team is okay. Let's hope, let's trust in them they can make that comeback happen on Tuesday.
We have to absolutely trust this team. I mean... Have they ever given us a reason not to trust them?
Yeah.
There are slip-ups, there are accidents, and this team bounces back.
I'm really enjoying Gavi's performance so far. I know it's a cliche about him that he does give 110%, but he really is out there giving up.
Look at the Barca flags, Pablito.
Yeah, they are full there, just at the stadium. There's been a slip of the Espanyol players there on the touchline, which got the fans enjoyed, certainly so. As Omar El Hilali is going to go and take the throw in now. Kike with a flick over the top, but it's going to go behind for a goal kick. And Espanyol continue really to show very little going forward. They really aren't showing a lot, and the flags just keep on coming. It's remarkable.
By the way, Pablo, where are we? Where are we here? With the goal that he scored.
Ooh.
Lamine Yamal is now, or Ferran is now tied with Lamine Yamal as top scorer for Barca in LaLiga, 14 each.
And a yellow card here, I'm guessing for Paul Lozano, I think, was it? And Robert, I make that 18 in all competitions for Ferran, which is 3 behind Lamine.
Scored 19 last season.
Rafinha.
And he scored 19 last season.
Yep, so he's getting there. He's getting there, isn't he? Very good record on Hansi Flick. He played his 200th game the other day, of course, Ferran.
Yeah.
It was Esposito in the end, by the way, who's got the yellow card.
Lamine Yamal, assist number 11 in La Liga for him. That beautiful, beautiful pass to Ferran Torres.
Lamine's so nearly linking up nicely, by the way, there. And again, Barça, they're just all over the Espanyol players. It was never their ball, it was our ball. We're running all over them, and you're probably seeing this, an Espanyol team. That's not great, by the way, from Paul Lozano, I'll tell you that. And then Esposito either, not great from either of them. Lozano left his foot in very high. The Barça are playing good football, really good football. And this is a nice warm-up, by the way, for midweek. It really is. Lamine now, giving away. It's going to fall here to Gerard Martin. Balde. Pedri. Fermin Lopez. Barça players everywhere you look now. Just dominating the ball. Here's Gavi. Eric.
What's the possession, guys? Can you give me the stat?
Possession for us, it's saying just over 83% for Barça.
It has to be the record of the season. At least at that part of the game.
Could be. I mean, I don't know how it feels like there. For us, Mark, it feels like Espanyol are barely touching the ball.
I think that the control is absolute. I didn't remember that kind of game. Instead, we have played many games with other teams. For example, I remember the game against Oviedo, the game also against Levante. We have a lot of possession, but I think that it has to be the record of the season, this game.
By the way, Roberto's warming up for Espanyol.
Okay, there he is down there already, yeah. Which would indicate a half-time
how different is this game between this game and the game that we played in January? Of course, Espanyol is a team that plays quite well at home. But that day, remember how was the derby? Very hot. Maybe one of the games of the season. And Barça, we have to say that we won just in the last spot with the goal scored by Olmo in the 89th minute, and then in the other time Lewandowski. But how the game is different. But we don't have to. Let me say something. Gerard Martin is lying on the pitch. Gerard Martin is injured. Gerard Martin and Espanyol is not throwing out the ball. I cannot understand this.
Espanyol are playing on, which has not gone down well at all, by the way. And Barça will do well to get rid of this. So now it's a free kick.
Right. What is happening with Gerard Martin here?
Marek, was that on the ball or an off the ball incident? I didn't see.
I don't like the way that Ferran called the assistants. Remember that for next Tuesday, Cubarsí cannot play because he's suspended. I think Eric Garcia is talking with the bench.
Oh, it's a bad step. Oh, no, he does it all by himself. What?
Damn.
Eric is talking with the bench.
Change. Substitution. Substitution.
Oh, and
Can
now
you explain exactly what happened? It isn't the
knees. I mean, he's off the ball completely. He's just back there for support for Alejandro Balde. He just takes a wrong step, doesn't he? It's sort of like misstep, and all of a sudden he jumps up. I mean, he's limping off on his feet, by himself, which is positive.
No,
but
I think it's just he was a little bit.
It's a scary thing to look at, but.
Yeah. I think he was scared at the first time, but now he's better.
Eddie's moving back into centre back at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't see alarm on the bench right now, and I think it's fine.
I mean, I'm guessing
we don't need this.
Well, no, we don't. Not at all. Not with Cubarsí already out, by the way, as well midweek. That's the last thing we need. Actually, one of the centre backs can't go. I think immediately he would have calmed down. I'm guessing the doctors have come in immediately and said, "Don't worry, there's nothing." You'd imagine, right? If he's ready to come back on, so the doctors must be thinking there's nothing hugely wrong with you right now.
No. He's coming back. Oh,
or not? Is that Flick saying I'm not taking any chances here? Isn't he?
Is it Rashford going in as centre back? Rashford's the one getting ready to go in. Can we show it?
Ignasi, a ver si podemos enseñar Rashford. I said to Ignasi right now. We have a camera next to us, guys, but I think that Ignasi can show a little Marcus Rashford warming up. Yeah, because definitely it would mean that if Gerard Martin is not ready to continue, maybe Pedri, Fermin, and Gavi, it has to be the midfielder. Be careful. Good action.
Oh, nice by Pedri.
Oh, look at Pedri still going and still. And that's going to fall to Fermin. And maybe now on the edge of the box to Gavi. And then Eric Garcia. What a save.
Go Fermin! Oh!
Dimitrovic in the way.
The ball was just pinballing around and Barca trying to blast it in.
Crazy Barca attack. Goes out for a corner in the end.
Fermin scuffs the first one. Shot by Eric. Saved by Dimitrovic. And this one by Fermin. It's a good save by Dimitrovic.
It's a really good one. This is, by the way, Eric catches that really well. The first save was very good as well from Dimitrovic. Espanyol wanted a foul. It wasn't. Lamine again. The corner taken short. Still Lamine. Still Lamine. Still Lamine.
Go,
still
Lamine.
Lamine. Corner again.
With the way that Eric shoots from outside the box, the power and the precision, it's surprising that he hasn't scored more.
Yes. Yeah. He's setting a few rockets now, hasn't he, Eric Garcia? When did he send one in? It was a cup game, I think. Maybe Racing away, Robert.
I think it might have been.
He sent in a blast. There's another corner from Lamine, headed away at the front post this time, and then out for a throw-in on the far side. A bit of a hectic last few minutes.
Well, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Here. Mark, what is your favourite thing about the first half so far? I'm asking the audience as well, obviously. Option 1, not giving Espanyol a chance, because we haven't given them a chance. The possession stat speaks for itself. We're better than them in every single aspect of the game today. Option 2, Ferran's first goal, the one that broke the drought. Or option 3, the Lamine-Ferran connection for the second goal, which is beautiful.
For me, the second one. Ferran is scoring. Remember, 70 days after his last goal, and it was not the first. As I explained in like an image, it's like a bottle. When you shake and then you open it, and now the goals they have to come a lot, twice today, and I think it's the biggest news we have today.
Ferran lurking again. Right, for this one, I
agree with Mark.
Oh! Dimitrovic just dropped it. Yeah, the first Ferran goal, yeah?
It's the one that unlocks everything.
Okay.
Careful here.
Barca won it back again. Pedri thought about it. Pedri still. Pedri shoots. Misses.
Balde was there. He's frustrated that he didn't get the ball.
Yeah, and Pedri apologises to him as well because he usually passes from there, Pedri, and he was on his left foot. Dimitrovic, again, he was very weak from the corner for the first goal. He was weak again there. But speaking of one and not giving Espanyol a chance, that's what we're doing right now. We
exactly
are swarming them.
Like you like to say, what the doctor ordered today.
Yeah. That is what I like to say, yeah. That is exactly what the doctor ordered today, yeah. And Barça have been excellent in terms of executing the plan of Hansi Flick. And we have punished Espanyol big time. Only thing missing now, probably a third goal, and you're wrapping this one up, aren't you?
Definitely. Let's see if we can get it before half-time. Nice tackle by Araujo there. Gloria going for option 1. Anan edits 1. It's Piano Guy 1. Elmirdes 1. They like that we're not giving Espanyol a chance, that we've been so superior. And I think that's good for team morale as well. Just not allowing the Blues to overpower this game. The Blues of having lost on Wednesday against Atletico de Madrid. That has not translated into this game. Barca have come out confident. Barca have come out dominant, and we like that as well.
It's funny, Robert, because we were having that discussion of, are we going to let the game looming on Tuesday affect us? The answer's a big fat no, isn't it? I mean, we have been rampant here. This is a team playing like this is all they've got left to play for this season almost. You know, we are really going for Espanyol here and playing at a very high intensity. Off the ball, guys, the way we're looking to win it back has been so impressive. I'm loving it so far, so no qualms from me. And I don't think from any Barca fans inside the ground either, or indeed watching us on Barca Live. Corner, or a set piece here for Espanyol, I should say. That's going to fall at the back post through to Urco. Eric Garcia's down there low and blocks. Urco trying to dig one out. Corner.
Hey.
So maybe a chance now for Espanyol just to get a few players up from the back. And Barça, with how good they've been in the first half, the last thing they'll want is for Espanyol to snatch a goal out of nowhere and make this one a bit of an interesting game. When in all truth, we should have this one beyond them really by now. And the possession stats are very convincing indeed. Cabrera's up from the back here, as are some of the big dogs for the away team. 1 minute to go until half-time. Come on, Barça, defend this corner. Get us out. In he goes. Araujo's up, and Araujo makes a good header. Lozano now out wide again. Delivery's going to be swung back in. And Gerard Martin heads it this time. And by the way, guys, just to confirm, Gerard Martin looks completely fine.
He does look all right. Yeah. It was a big scare for him. That happened off of the ball, but he seems fully recovered. Careful, Fermin's gone down here. Can Barca recover?
Fermin has been unbelievable, by the way, for me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Fermin, Gavi, they're the kind of players. Oh, another yellow card. And things, let's not let things heat up. By the way, I'm going to give you some Ferran stats here. Okay. It's funny. It's just exactly what you want from your number 9 as well. Little involvement, 15 touches, 10 successful passes, but 2 shots, 2 goals.
Brilliant. And that sums up his display so far. The first goal was instinctive. The second goal was just a slick finish. He had a bit more time to think about what he did with it. Do I chip
3
it?
minutes
Do I take it around
of
the
added
keeper?
time.
How many?
3.
3. There we go.
3 minutes. And Rashford stops from warming up.
Okay.
But I think that he can be an option for the second half.
Here's Araujo. Now, Lamine.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a bit more time to think about the second one though, Robert, and he still took it well, which is what I'm most pleased for him about. And I genuinely think that just comes from confidence. It's a funny game, I think, when you're a striker out there. You know, he would have tried that shot 100 times, and only now that he's got the first goal in the bag does it work perfectly. Yeah. And the contact was perfect, and that's exactly what happened.
Just very quickly, you were saying that you were liking what you saw from Gavi and Fermin in this game. Careful here, because the Shark.
Ooh!
And he's to go for a third here.
He's quick, Ferran as well. He's taken on his man. Still Ferran. Now Gavi. Barca just waiting to get numbers up in support here. Lamine Yamal. Eric's made the run. Doesn't use him for now, Lamine. He's going to take on his man. Still Lamine. It's a classic move, isn't it? But it's still unstoppable. And it's a corner for Barca.
Just very quickly here. Gavi. Stats in this game. 38 touches, 31 passes, 1 recovery, 4 final third entries, no assists, no goals. Gavi doing well in this game, and I wanted to show you Fermin as well. 40 touches, 20 successful passes, and 2 recoveries. The high press for Barca, giving Barca those opportunities to recover and attack quickly.
I'll tell you what, when you ask the question who is the best player at half-time, in the first half, it's going to be very difficult to answer because
it's tough to pick 3, which is what our graphic takes.
Exactly. I think those two, for me, have been excellent. But then you've got
Lamine and Ferran.
Lamine and Ferran, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Which makes it really tricky. So good luck to you. You're going to have to discard one player.
Yep.
Espanyol are trying to just carve something together here towards the end of the first half. They've had little to no luck so far as we are going to reach the 47-minute mark. It feels that every time they come forward, Barca just keep on pinching off them. And that was not a great tackle.
No, it was not. Eric's going to see a yellow. Eric's going to see a yellow.
Yeah, he is. That was late from Eric.
Yeah, but what I cannot understand is why it's foul. I can understand it's a yellow, but Espanyol got the ball, then he put a cross ahead.
Yeah, like they did have the advantage. They decided to just play it into no man's land, but yeah. Anyway, yellow card for Eric.
Yeah, let me check how is right now the yellow cards, because remember that we have plenty of players next to the suspension. Just very quickly.
And you know what?
Now
quickly, man.
Eric, four yellow cards for Eric. So 4 yellow cards for Koundé, De Jong, Bernal, Rafinha, and Eric.
But 4 with this one for Eric. This is the 4th.
Yeah, it is the 4th. Yeah. Half time, guys. Half time. For the moment, the derby, it's ours.
There we go.
Very good. No, I was going to say that in live time looked like quite a bad little scissor effect tackle from Eric. On the replay, doesn't actually really touch him.
No, I think he lands on him more than... Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he was quite bemused that he got the booking. Half time though, guys. Thoughts on that one, people? Because that was pretty much a perfect first half in many ways. We got the reaction we wanted, I think, from Wednesday. Fans have enjoyed it. It's been a good derby. We've played some of our best football, dominated them. They barely had any of the ball, Espanyol. 2 goals. Ferran back on the score sheet. Got a big smile on his face coming into the dressing room too.
I think if we wanted reasons to be optimistic about the comeback on Tuesday, which, let's not kid ourselves, is what is on a lot of coolers' minds, this game is encouraging. It's a bit concerning to me to see how Gerard Martin is walking off the pitch and the body language here with the doctor. I wouldn't be surprised if he's taken off at half time. We'll have to see. But right now, Gerard Martin having a conversation with Dr. Pruna. But going back to the way the team played, there was no sign of any... anything coming from Wednesday translating into today's game. It was all smiles, as we're seeing right now, with Ferran Torres' celebration. An early goal helps, obviously, but the fact that Espanyol decided to sit back and wait for Barça in this game, I think actually benefited the team. If your opponent comes out a bit more aggressive, trying to force your mistakes when you're just a little bit wobbly coming off of that negative result in midfield, maybe it's a different story. The fact that Barca managed to stay over 80% of possession throughout the first half. Was hugely beneficial to us today. It helped us get into rhythm. The first goal from a set piece helps, and it was all downhill from there for Barca.
Yeah, well, for Espanyol, I suppose. Yeah. I think...
Well, downhill as in it being easier, you know?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. I think you're right. Espanyol being that defensive helped us, really, because we've seen it 100 times when teams come here and try and play like that. But if you concede early, the way Espanyol did, and they'll be kicking themselves as well, to concede a set piece to us. I know we've been strong from them this season, but they wouldn't have wanted to concede a header. The way Dimitrovic missed the ball as well, Ferran being left almost unmarked to the back post with his header, it was a good header. They'll be kicking themselves, because then you're 10 minutes in, you conceded the first, you're already playing defensive-minded football. It's hard to then come back from that, and already they've had a mental blow, you know. So I think immediately, for them, they're thinking, oh dear. And then to get the second like we did, the pass was genius from Lamine, finish deft from Ferran. All of a sudden, Barça have enjoyed themselves more and more. And it's almost like as the Espanyol morale has dropped, the Barca one has risen. This is a team who look confident, look like they want to take a big step towards the league title this afternoon. They look as though they're a team who feel like something special could be on the verge of happening. And also in warm-up mode for Tuesday, which is what I'm really happy about. Feel like we are slowly gearing towards a team who now, after maybe having a bit of a whack of confidence midweek, well, look like they're building a lot of it back up.
Well, let's see if the halftime talks change anything. I'm guessing Hansi Flick just tells his team to keep doing this, keep going. We can't be thinking about Tuesday yet. I wonder if Manolo changes anything because...
yes.
It was a poor display by Espanyol in the first half. Let's see if we can continue to outplay them in the second. Speaking of outplaying people, Pablo, are you going to outplay our live chat in the halftime quiz today?
I think yet again, it'll be hard for them to get 5 out of 5, yes. And in fact, I think since we've changed the format and have been able to keep more of an eye on it, I'm unsure if we've had a 5 out of 5. So if someone does get 5 out of 5, genuinely fair play to them. Okay. So, yeah, here we go.
Right, well, I'm leaving it to you, Pablo.
Sounds good, mate.
Halftime quiz with Pablo Bulls.
Let's do it. Robert, if you could get the water for the family.
I will, yeah. I'll go and... yeah.
Right, people, are we ready then? Halftime quiz coming up, and we're in good spirits too because we've been all over Espanyol here, really, with 45 minutes on the clock. I can tell you, people, in 3, 2, 1, the first question is in the... members live chat for you to answer right now. Right, who can get 5 out of 5? Like I said, don't think anyone's got it since we've changed the format. So if you can get it, genuinely fair play to you. Half time here then. When was the first Barça Espanyol played? Is my first question. Is it 1900? Nice round number. Is it 1928? Or is it 1934? I'll keep your answers pending, and in fact I'll bring this closer so I can show a bit of the live chat. Plenty of happy coletas at half time. Mac Lumvis says 1 immediately straight in there. I'll tell you what, Mac Lumvis, since you've been so diligent with it, I can tell you immediately, mate. You're spot on. You are the first person to get the correct answer in the halftime quiz. 1900. And I saw a great image earlier today, by the way, of the goalpost with the Sagrada Familia behind it when this first game was played. Really cool stuff. Right. My questions, I've lost them for a minute, so let's go with question number 2. Here we go. Come right up. Should be easy enough for you, and in fact, we spoke about it earlier. Who scored 2 goals in this fixture last season? By this fixture, I mean Barca at home to Espanyol. Clue, it was at Montjuic. Who scored 2 goals? Rafinha, Lamine, or Dani Olmo? Let me know, guys. 1, 2, or 3. Those are my options that I'm giving you. And by the way, immediately we've got a Davi and DZAJBZ is the only people playing along right now. Yeah, Football Watch. It was an interesting one, isn't it? Football Watch. Give me an answer to question number 2, by the way. And I'll see if you guys can get 2 out of 2 here. Play along, people! Is there a prize for you at the end? We'll have to wait and see. I can tell you, people, and this is one you should be getting, that the answer is... It's easy. It's Dani Olmo. I got 2 goals here. 2 great goals, by the way. 1 from the edge of the area, and then 1 off the bar and in. Speeding through it. Question number 3 coming right up here. This is funny. Which of these players has played for both of these 2 clubs? Is it Oscar Mingueza, Coutinho, or Junior Firpo? Who has played for both clubs out of these players, people? Here are a few of your answers, by the way, that have come in so far. There they are. My question is, though, Matt Glumbis, again, you went 1. I'm guessing you're going 1, though, on the last one, mate. I'm not sure if you got this one right. If you're going number 1 on this one, Matt Glumbis, I can tell you in 3, 2, 1. It's actually Coutinho. El Mirday has got it right. Coutinho did indeed play for Espanyol at one point, which is a funny stat because he has grabbed a goal. He has grabbed a debut against them too. Right. Here we go then, people. Question number 4 coming up. Who's got 3 out of 3 so far? I'm not sure any of you have, you know. This is good. Who was the last Barça player to have scored a hat-trick against Espanyol? Again, something we discussed earlier. Messi, Lewandowski, or Neymar? Here we go, people. Messi, Lewandowski, or Neymar? Last Barca player to have scored a hat-trick against Espanyol. Football Watch, yeah, there we go. Coutinho sounds familiar, and yeah, you actually got it. Well done, mate. Well done. In 3, 2, 1, I can tell you. It's the most obvious of answers. It's Messi. I'm sorry it's Messi, guys. I know. I hoped it'll be someone different. I hoped it'll be Lewandowski, but it wasn't. And this is good fun too. Final one. Which ex-Barça player made his debut? Thank you very much, Robert. Which ex-Barça player made his debut against Espanyol? Dembélé, Suarez, or Aubameyang? Which one of these 3 made their debut against Espanyol? And it was at the Spotify Cup Nou too.
Can I play?
And it was in a game that we spoke about, by the way. So, Robert, go ahead.
Can I go now? It wasn't Suarez because his Barca debut came at the Bernabeu.
Yep.
I honestly can't remember when he made his debut, but it was actually Ousmane Dembélé. And he made an assist that day. It was a 5-0.
You're right, Robert. It's like I was saying, it was the 5-0. Congratulations to the 5-0 that we were speaking about earlier. The last time we beat them 5-0 here. The last time also that we scored, the hat-trick was scored in the game. Messi got that one. So well done, people, whoever got 5 out of 5 on the quiz. And there are a few Messis in there. I'm not sure anyone did, Robert. That's my info, though. I'm not sure anyone did get 5 out of 5.
You're saying that since we changed the format of this halftime quiz, no one is... I think... You know what it is, Pablo? You know what it is.
Go on.
When it was a video, the answers were on the screen for longer. What does that mean? They were
searching.
They were searching.
Yeah,
they were searching.
Yeah. I know what you're getting at. Yeah. And I'd agree with you. You can't get away from this, people. It's quick fire. It's bang. It's in and out. Right, Rob, I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute.
There you go. Well, it's 2-0 at half-time. The 2 goals scored by Ferran Torres. Ending a 70-day drought with no goals. We're so happy for him. We're so happy for the Tiburon. Round of applause, guys, for the Tiburon, for Ferran Torres, who today has scored 2 goals, by the way, off of 2 Lamine Yamal assists. Let's take a look at Ferran's stats in this game. Guys, whenever we can go to Marc Brau, let me know. By the way, I've got to type up the question as well. I've got to type up the question that I always like to ask you guys at half-time, which is, obviously, who was the best player in the first half? I'm going to give you option 1, Fermin. I liked his performance. I liked Gavi as well. I'm going to go Fermin, Gavi. Well, no, Fermin. Okay. You can give me Gavi's as well, or you can go off menu if you'd like. Option 2, Lamine Yamal, and option 3, Ferran, who's scored 2 goals. I'm guessing today Ferran gets a lot of votes here. Let me update this very quickly, and there we go. The question is on the screen for you guys. I'll get the stats up if that helps in any way. Let me find Fermin for you. Fermin today has 41 touches with 21 successful passes, 3 recoveries, 3 final third entries. Let me just check here because I can look it up with if I look here. Oh, There we go. These are nice to look at as well. He actually has 4 shots, so complementary stats for Fermin. 2 successful dribbles, 1 entry into the box, and 4 shots. I'm going to continue to show stats of these players, of Ferran and Lamine Yamal, the options, and I'm going to ask Marc Brau, who, Marc, was the best player in the first half for you? Was it option 1, Fermin, option 2, Lamine Yamal, option 3, Ferran Torres? Can Marc hear me? Marc, can you hear me?
Hello, guys.
Can you hear me, Marc?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you because because right now there's a concert. I don't know if Ignacy can show you because there's a concert from a Valencian group called La Fumiga. I like it a lot, and I'm very close to the Louders, so it's quite difficult just to understand to you, Robert. But it was fun. It was fun to have this music here, this concert, and I have to say one thing. I cannot imagine what Spotify Camp Nou can be in the future, with all ended, with more than 100 people, with the sound. It will be definitely fantastic. But asking your question, who's the best player of the first half? Yeah, definitely. I have to choose Ferran because he scored twice after 70 days. Of course, Lamine Yamal can be one of the options because he assists twice. But I like the hunger that Ferran shows. That sometimes the strikers, when there's a lot of time that they did not score any goal, they suffer the physical body language, and also Ferran suffered in the last games. But I like how confident he, not only he finishes the actions, how confident he plays every time. He's very strong, psychological. He always said his shark mentality, as he said just 3 years ago. And I think that maybe it's one of the reasons, because in a difficult game like today, with a lot of games without scoring, he shows what he shows today. I have to say that maybe we can expect some substitution at the halftime. I don't know if now.
I saw Casado, Marc.
Was warming up just at the end of the first time because Gerard Martin was injured after an action. I can see right now that many Barca players are warming up, and I can say that maybe Marc Casado will go in because I
confirmed.
See Marc Casado. Yeah, it's confirmed. Okay, because Marc Casado is warming up without the bib, without. It's just with his shirt. We cannot show it. Ignacy is asking me if we can show Marc Casado warming up, but we cannot. But Marc Casado is with the shirt, and maybe I don't know who can be the player substitution. Maybe Gerard Martin.
Gerard Martin.
Yeah, with Eric playing as a centre back next to Paco Barcet, and then Marc Casado as a holding midfielder. So I don't know if it will be the only substitution. I think yes, it will be the only one. And we have to wait. We have to wait because for the moment we don't have players. And I have the attendance, Robert. I don't know if you Robert or Pablo, give the number.
No, we didn't.
Say it or not?
No, we haven't seen it.
Okay. Because it's interesting because we have a new record, Robert. I know you like you like this because in the last game against Atletico de Madrid, we were so close to reach 60,000, and now it's confirmed for the first time after coming back to Spotify Camp Nou. 60,736, very close to 60,100. So we are very close to reach the record numbers. Now, listen to Aleix. The reaction.
La millor xifra des del retorn a casa. Gràcies a totes I tots.
This is what the speaker Aleix Santacana said. The best numbers, the best attendance since we come back home. So everything is perfect.
There we go. Thank you very much, Marc. We'll talk to you in the second half. Pablo, we saw Marc Casado in the tunnel. He's ready on the sidelines there. And I think he's coming on for Gerard Martin.
Okay. So Casado on. To be fair, Robert, he's one of the names we were speaking about before the game, saying, hey, does Casado get a start today maybe? And, well, he's going to get 45 minutes, which is good. I think he needs those minutes too, Casado. And also for Gerard Martin, just a no-risk policy, which is what I'm happy about too.
Two things. Flick spoke of the importance of La Masia players in games against Espanyol. Marc Casado, one of them. And I'm thinking, if you're thinking 2-goal win on Tuesday, going to extra time, fresh legs, Casado might be important in that regard as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you think about it, he's a sort of player who can break up the game as well, and it's good for Barca to mix up the minutes. I actually think that Flick will make more changes as the half goes on. I think if we get a third, Robert, he'll start just changing. He'll start changing players, and we think Gerard Martin's fine. There's nothing. There won't be anything wrong with him. For Espanyol, Roberto's going to come on, by the way. Yep,
Roberto's double substitution for Espanyol as Casado waits for his sub to be announced. Oh no, sorry. No, it's just the one substitution for Espanyol.
Oh, it was already on.
Roberto.
There you go. One each at the start of the second half. Half-time changes. There's a confirmation.
And it is confirmed that it is Gerard Martin for Casado.
There you go. So a little bit of rejig. And look at that for a nice little midfield too. Casado, Pedri and Gavi. So one player from La Masia off, another one straight back on. So,
well, technically, like Gerard Martin comes from Cornellà, and he joined Barça Athletic. So so Marc Casado.
It's not as much.
Right,
it's not as much. Yeah, it's not. I hear what you're saying. But Roberto on then. I think that was for Dolan from what I'd seen there. And Flick's having words with Lewandowski too, which is interesting. Let's see if maybe we see Lewandowski at some point in this one.
Well, imagine if we get the third goal for Ferran like early in this second half. I'm going to ask again. And then we get a Lewandowski goal as well. Both strikers in form going into the game on Tuesday. It would be ideal. Yeah,
I absolutely would. I think already the fact that Ferran scored is huge for us. I really do. I think for his confidence, it's big as we kickstart the second half here. I think to have a confident Ferran in a game that we know we need goals in, and we might need a lot of goals as well if Atleti score themselves, that is just, you can't really define how big that is. And as I say, that Ferran's actually gone down holding his back because he got a bit of a bad landing. So please don't scare us, Ferran.
Please don't.
Lewandowski scored there literally the other week. This time last week, Lewandowski scored there. Yeah, Ferran got a bit of an elbow in the back. Ferran getting 2 here. I mean, it's all positive news. Lamin's already won that back heart of the pitch. Let's see if Barça can get a third at the start of the second half, by the way, and that would really take things away from Espanyol. Here's Balde.
Go.
Alejandro Balde. No. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot, really, and then it was blasted over and behind for a goal kick.
Right, who would you like to see in the second half? We're speaking substitutions here. Option 1, De Jong returning after for the first time since February 22nd of February, sorry. Option 2, Marcus Rashford. Option 3, Lewandowski. I'd like to see all 3 of them. Just to get numbers back in the absence of Rafinha. We'll see if Bernal is ready for Tuesday or not, but I mean, he's been out for the last 2 games. Careful here, Lamine Yamal can win it back. Dimitrovic will catch it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go De Jong.
I'm going to go De Jong also. I've missed De Jong, and we were looking at it beforehand, weren't we? Levante at home when he scores a 3-0 win. Again, feels like a long time ago. 6 weeks or so, I think we realised, no, Robert. And we've missed De Jong, we have. What I will say is when Bernal was fit, I think he did a marvellous job next to Pedri. Especially in that game we nearly came back against Atleti. And the other ones too. He's been absolutely brilliant, really come into his own. So it's one of those things, isn't it? When one door closes, another one opens sometimes. And that's what happened for Bernal. He really took his chance. Espanyol look out of this one, by the way. They're not playing good football at all.
Oh, Pedri.
Missing every 50-50. Here comes Pedri. Ferran. Lamine.
There we go.
Everything's coming off for Barça. Lamine Yamal, tight angle. Not now. Still Lamine. Still Lamine. Few deflections.
And they almost scored the own goal. Lamine's looking for it today.
He is. I mean, he gets at angles where you think he's got no chance, and he just jiggles one way then the other. Again, I mean, you know what he's going to do as well. We used to say that a lot about a special someone, didn't we? You know what he's going to do, come back onto his left foot, but you couldn't stop it. And it's a similar case with Lamine. Corner thing and short. Here he is again, the Barca number 10. Still Lamine Yamal. Dink to the front post and easy for Dimitrovic on this occasion. We're seeing comments as well, Robert, asking for a bit of Rooney action.
Yeah. Football Watch says, I would love to see a hat-trick from Ferran and a goal from Lewandowski. It's Piano Guy saying option 1, which was De Jong. Nice interception there by Pedri, who got back to defend. There he is, Pedri recovering again. It's Piano Guy says Rooney.
Yeah.
Davi says Rooney and Leva. Elmir Day is option 1, De Jong. Matt Lumbe is option 2, Rashford. Pirita Malaguita option 2, Rashford. And Davi, that was fun to watch. It still is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's good fun to watch. And I'm guessing you might be discussing that little move we saw from Lamine Yamal, which was great fun, wasn't it? And this has been a good watch actually in general. In fact, you know what's funny? I'm still looking at we've still got votes coming in for the Ferran hat-trick poll.
Oh, sorry,
88%.
Going yes?
Yeah. That hasn't gone yet, right? Gavi, by the way, is tackling with his head again, which is good to know that the grass is still green. Castello's up there too. Ferran has plucked out the sky, and Castello's been booked. 3 minutes after coming on, Alejandro Hernandez says that Castello there jumped with his elbow in the air and caught his man, caught Espositos. There you go, booking for Casa straight off the bench.
See the replay?
Yeah, there.
Goes up, left arm.
I find those
Soft yellow.
I find those so ridiculous. I know they go both ways, you know, and it is just part of the modern law. But come on, I mean, if you jump up, that's what's going to happen. Espanyol in here looks offside.
Offside.
They've hit the post
Offside,
anyway.
offside.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark's there. I was going to ask Mark, are you there?
Yeah, I just want to say that Hernandez will be the Spanish referee at the World Cup. So if we have to send this, imagine how is the other one. Oh my God. Yeah, and the last thing is offside. Yeah, offside. It was a good save, but it's offside. I have to admit, guys, that the game is controlled. But in that kind of games, if you give an extra life to the opponent, things can be very different. And after what happened against Atletico de Madrid, I think it's better to score the third and try to, after all, to control the game. But definitely Espanyol will go for the goal.
Well, let's see if Espanyol do come out a bit more in the second half. It shouldn't be, Robert, because I'm not so sure they will too much.
Careful with the counter.
Oh, 3-on-3 if we hurry. Ferran and
A bit too much weight on that.
Yeah, there was too much weight on it. It needed to be inch perfect, delicate the pass, didn't it? And it wasn't quite.
Fermin was also there waiting. Maybe that was the better option.
Yeah.
But Lamin's given you 2 assists. I mean, are you not going to return the favour? Or at least try to?
Exactly. Oh.
Mark, I've got the graphic on the screen which says that Ferran scored in the 9th minute, that Ferran scored in the 25th minute, and now I'm changing the graphic to will Ferran score a hat-trick today? Option 1, yes, come on. Option 2, not today. Option 3, 2 goals, 1 assist. Yes, come on.
It's supposed to say yes, but I think that Lamin has to score also today.
Well, that
to
means
celebrate 100 goals with Barça shirt in LaLiga.
Oh, wait a minute.
Games, maybe not.
Games. This 100 to celebrate these 100 games, you mean?
Yeah,
goals.
100 games in LaLiga. No, goals, no, not for the moment. Not for the moment, but he's close to the 50. He's 46 goals scored, so he's close to score 50 goals with Barça. And I have an extra stat. With 2 goals today, Ferran Torres reaches 61 goals with Barça, and he comes in the top 50 in history scorers.
There you go.
That's a decent stat now for Ferran, I will say, and he'll be very chuffed with that indeed. His numbers aren't bad. I mean, I was looking at
Can you repeat
the other day.
What was it, the stat? I caught the
61 goals scored. He's on in the top 50 scorers in Barca.
Oh, there you go. Not bad at all. Lots of ones on the live chat. Give me some tiburon emojis. Let's try and summon it. We need it for his confidence. We need it heading into Tuesday.
We do. I'll tell you what, we summoned it earlier as well, by the way. We did. Oh, and he was nearly in again there. Those outside of the boot passes, they never get old from Lamin. He keeps doing them. Bad giveaway there. Ferran looked offside. Lamin wasn't though, and fair play. Not once but twice. Pretty good interventions. I think Calero was who came over.
I'm going to summon it even more, Pablo.
Oh yes, I was. Yeah, go on.
I forgot we had this in here.
Have we just got one? Yeah.
Oh, we may have two. Let me just
rummage
in our box here.
In our box of tricks. Here is Ferran, by the way. Advantage played. Pedri.
And guys, I don't know if you see the image that we give you before with the players warming up.
No, we haven't seen that yet, I don't think.
I think Ignacy can give you some image right now. If it's not possible, I will give you the names. Marcus Rashford, Rooney Bardghji, Dani Olmo, Joao Cancelo, and Xavi Espar. Yeah, Ignacy will show you now after the free kick. So you will gonna see. The Steadicam is in front of us. Say hello, Steadicam. How are you? Okay, so now these are the players just warming up. So Olmo, Xavi Espar, Cancelo, Rooney, and Rashford. Maybe
there we go. They're on
about
the
Frenkie de Jong. Maybe for the last minutes, it can be an option for the Dutch player to come back to the pitch. But yeah, there are Barca players warming up, and it's a good free kick. I'm watching that Lamine Yamal is not going to shot directly to the goal, but he's talking maybe something prepared.
Okay.
Let's see. Pablo, I have rummaged.
Oh, and you've come up. I didn't think you'd found one.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to put it on for the free kick as well.
Barca
with a free kick. Eric! No, do it! Yes! There
Offside.
it is!
Oh, he's offside. Oh, come on,
But
ref.
we have to wait. We have to wait. I don't know if it's offside of Eric or Ferran
No.
in the far post.
Let's have a look. Lamine crossed it in. Eric at the far post headed it back in. I thought Eric's header was going in. Eric's not offside, I don't think.
I don't think either, Roberts.
And Ferran's definitely not offside. Ooh! That should count. And the question is did the ball go over before Ferran touched it? Did we summon it as we
But is it
put
goal?
our Ferran hats on? Our shot. I think it is a goal. I think Eric was on.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, Ferran is celebrating. Ferran is celebrating.
Yeah.
Ferran is calling the teammates to come here. But we have to know if we have to celebrate Eric's goal, that it will be the first Eric goal at Spotify Camp Nou, because all Eric's goal.
I think Ferran touched
no, it's
before
offside.
it crossed the line. Offside?
It's offside.
No.
It's offside.
Ah.
Maybe it's like San Sebastian offside. Maybe Eric will have a 76 of foot,
Maybe,
like Lewandowski 2 years ago.
I'll tell you what, that must be tight. I'd like to see the images of that. Robert, that was nearly so iconic. We nearly summoned it with the hats.
I feel like we got robbed of a special moment on this show.
Yeah. A hat trick for Ferran as well. We've been summoning it the whole time. And Espanyol themselves, watch out here. Vital defending, a shot, and there you go. We could have made it 3. They've just pulled one back. Barça 2, Espanyol 1.
These hats are coming off if this is what it...
Paul Lozano. That is so frustrating and so against the run of play, by the way.
I mean, is it their first shot on target in the game? I don't know.
No, it's the second, because Kike Garcia did one in the first half. But how is football, guys? Again, all the details are against us. Very close to score the third.
Yeah.
Please confirm why is offside. If you can.
No, we haven't seen the replay yet. We haven't seen the replay yet.
And now now they're checking Espanyol goal.
Oh, are they?
Well, I don't know why.
What for? No, it seemed like it's a legal goal.
It is.
Yeah, it's confirmed. But we don't have for the moment the replay of Barca's offside goal.
No, not yet. We have not seen it. Right, well, people. Hey. Fill the chat with Vizcal Barça. And this game looked like it was in a comfortable spot. But one of the cliches in football says that 2-0 is the most dangerous result. Because you get comfortable, then they can cut one back, and all of a sudden...
Funny really,
make you feel
because it's hard to get a more comfortable watch than what we've had today, I think, actually.
Absolutely.
We've been really good, really. It's not just that it's been comfortable and we're cruising. I think we've played really good football as well, by the way. Energetic, fun to watch, created chances, and part of that was the fact that Espanyol barely had a kick, and then bang, they score.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Barça are going to have to now really look for that third. And we went from nearly being 3-0 up with a Ferran hat-trick to no.
Let's see, right.
That one maybe going to go back to the goalkeeper. Espanyol instead are going to play long themselves. I mean, intriguing now, though. Will they come out a bit more, Espanyol? If they do, that might well play to our advantage, you know.
Well, obviously now they'll feel like they have an into this game. They have an opportunity. Careful here with that long ball in behind. Exposito.
Esposito has somehow still got a hold of that, you know. Kubarsi just shuffles it off it. And Barça can now start to get themselves away again. Feels almost like a dream that this is actually... Well, a nightmare maybe. This is only 2-1. Ridiculous. That's a yellow, by the way. Clear yellow. What is he complaining about, Paul Lozano? I'll tell you what, he's lucky as well earlier that when he put his studs into Lamine, he didn't get booked. And in the end, they booked Esposito for that move. But Lozano there, clearly pulling Pedri back. Anyway.
For the moment, no replay, guys, of the line for disallowed goal.
Nope.
They are painting. Maybe they are painting the same as against Atletico, Kubarsi goal.
Who knows what's happening to those images. Ferran Torres then, away from one. Wide for Lamine. Here's Fermin. Is this the third? Fermin still bundles one over. Cazador. Lamine Yamal. Shoots! And Dimitrovic, well, unconvincingly beats it away. Balde. Kouassi. Pedri. Lots of Barca possession. Dominant, really, aren't they? Now Lamine Yamal. Inside of one. Still Lamine dinked. And it's going to be easy for the goalkeeper this time. Oh, he bumped into Gavi, but no.
See if we can react quickly here. And I think I'm changing back into what was working, Pablo.
Okay, fair enough. I'm actually quite enjoying the shortcut in a strange way. I mean, I'll tell you what, Robert. I'll give it the minute 65. If this is looking a little bit too precarious, then I'll take it off.
There's the one that I was wearing.
But Araujo is going to be able to get this back to Joan Garcia now. Careful, Joan. Careful. Good. And its piano guy also says that with the shark hat on, it's another level for me, apparently. So there you go.
Well, it's another level for all of us. But
Here is Pedri, switches on. Oh, Gavi was in. He just couldn't pick him out. I'll tell you what I've liked as well, by the way. I feel like our midfielders interchange quite nicely.
Yep.
Like Fermin has actually popped up in the middle and the right a lot of times, so it's been quite fun in the midfield.
yeah, there's that interchange between Pedri, Gavi, Fermin. They can all play in those different roles.
Yes.
I'd be surprised if Gavi plays the full 90 today.
Yes.
I think he's coming off soon.
Yeah, you think so?
Just because of like a minute's restriction, you'd think logically.
Surely, yeah. He's already got an hour of football in him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite impressive.
And a good hour of football. Like
Guys,
he's performed very
Rashford
well.
and another player will come in. I think Rashford and Cancelo.
Okay.
Okay.
Double change coming for Barca. Fernaldo, they're on the attack themselves. Ferran has released Fermin. And Araujo's where Lamine would usually be. And that's his cross. Fermin!
Oh!
Vital intervention. Nearly was 3.
Nice cross by Araujo.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Good from Ferran again, by the way, to win it back in the Barca half.
This is a confident performance by Ferran Torres today. By
It
the
is.
way. Yeah.
It is. I actually wonder.
He's in the right places. He's got the right touches. Everything. The timing's there today.
Header, it might have been going wide. Oh dear.
A lot of ice on Gerard Martin's ankle.
So it was his ankle then, wasn't it? Yeah, the sort of buckle, didn't it, in the first half anyway. Here comes the Barca corner.
Low
From,
one.
yeah, easily cleared in the end. Double change come up was interesting though. That's Balde as well to deal with that. I'm intrigued to see who Cancelo comes on for here. I suppose Balde to mix it, yeah. Maybe Balde and Gavi will come off, right?
Yeah.
Both of those
Remember
two.
that Gavi
Yeah.
also has a yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same as Casado, but Gavi is. Remember yesterday, Hansi Flick asked a question about Gavi. He said he's ready to start, but maybe not for the 90 minutes.
Yeah. I think with Fermin goes into the Gavi position, Rashford goes into the Fermin position.
And Frankie warming up. Frankie is
There
going
you
warming
go,
up.
Nice.
Yeah, and ovation for Frankie de Jong. Important player to have back also with the team.
There we go. Let's have a round of applause for Frankie.
Frankie the young people warming up. There he is, and Barca themselves are on the attack. Fermin couldn't quite crash in there. Araujo very advanced now, by the way, in a lot of Barca's moves. Here he is again, the Uruguayan.
Can we get that third goal quickly?
Lamine.
Oh, and he forces
Corner.
a corner. Nice.
Brilliant.
Nice effort by Lamine.
And they're complaining, but it was a corner. It was still in.
There he is, Lamine trying to. Oh.
Oh! We were about to see the offside image, and it got snatched away from us.
Well, maybe we were not getting it because this is retro weekend, and there weren't these kind of replays in back in the day.
Yeah, I have to stick with the refereeing decision, though. Corner by Lamine.
Well, that would have been a cool thing as well. Like, it's, it's retro weekend, no VAR.
I insist. Retro weekend, time to use paint. A former program. Now I don't think many people use paint.
I still use paint every now and
Paint's
again.
a classic.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, we're getting the
substitutions
replay
on
now.
Barça.
Oh.
As we said, Gavi's out. And also, let me confirm, Balde. Gavi, now you can comment the replay, but first of all,
wait a minute. This is silly.
What?
what happened with the
Okay.
replay?
There was
Yeah.
more Espanyol sleeve, no?
But it was arm. So Eric's shoulder is ahead of the Espanyol's player's shoulder, but behind the Espanyol player's arm. Just anyway,
It's not a great image. I'm
it
gonna be
was
honest.
not a great image. No.
Why did it look though, Robert, like there was more yellow sleeve? Maybe he's wearing longer sleeves. I
Oh,
don't know how
yes,
it wa-
exactly. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just update our
Yes.
lineup here.
Can I just say, Robert, I don't think Marek Brouwer's going to be a very happy man when,
Oh no, he's not.
when he sees the image.
I
But
think.
I know what happened in San Sebastian, for example, this season. So, but it's retro, no? But yeah, but well,
No,
I
but
don't wanna- I
it
don't
had
wanna
nothing
say
to do
no.
with the foot. It had nothing to do with the foot this time.
No.
Okay, so.
but if it's semi-automatic, we have to believe.
Yes.
The problem is
yeah.
that sometimes
Yeah.
semi-automatic doesn't work, as happens in Metropolitano in La Copa,
Yeah.
and we don't have more explanations there that they painting files.
The thing, so it was not a great image. If you stop and analyze it,
Yeah.
what it was is that Eric's shoulder is ahead of the Espanyol's. The shoulder which you can score with
Yeah.
is ahead of the Espanyol's player's shoulder, but then the Espanyol's player's arm is extended and Eric's shoulder is behind the arm.
Right.
Oh, yeah, behind the arm. So it didn't look great.
No, I'd like another look at that. Yeah, you're saying Eric's shoulder is ahead of the Espanyol defender's shoulder, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Here's,
I'd love to see it again. I mean,
Yeah.
just to make fun of it, but yeah.
They don't help themselves, yeah. Cancelo on and brilliant defending there. Kills the ball dead with a header. By the way, Robert, not in all the chaos, sorry, it was Gavi and Balde off.
Gavi
right?
and Balde,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But,
Okay.
So, like, left back for left back, Cancelo on,
Cool.
Gavi off, Balde off. Now Fermin goes into the attacking midfielder position ahead of Casado and Pedri. Rashford plays on the wing. I thought Rashford played very well, actually,
Yeah.
in the game against Atletico de Madrid the other day. Both on the wing first, and then as the number 9, here he is!
He's in! Marcus
Marcus
Rashford!
Rashford.
Just hit it! Just hit it! Just hit it!
Oh, Rashford!
Just hit it!
He waited for too long.
He did. He waited an eternity. He's got the ball. Oh.
By the way, as he was taken off, let's just quickly take a look at Gavi's stats here. Gavi finished the game with 53 touches, 40 successful passes, 3 recoveries, 4 final third entries, and a very complete performance.
Yeah. No, Gavi will be chuffed. I think he got just over a good hour of football, in his tank, and he played well as well. He's looking good. And what I like about Gavi is even past long-term injuries, he goes in the same tenacity. He's still right in there on loose touches. When that fell to Rashford, I think he should have just tried to lift it over the keeper first time inside of the foot.
I think he just ran out of options, and then when he decided to make the finish, the ball was sort of behind him, and he had
he had to dig out of his feet by then. Yeah, but this is a weird game, Robert, because it's almost got like a happy, calm feel about it. Like, yeah, when are we going to get the third?
It has.
We're only one goal up, though. I'm just thinking, Espanyol have got a free kick. They score out of one of these situations, and all of a sudden, we're staring down the barrel of drop points, which feels ridiculous to say, really, with how the game's gone. So, Barca will have to stay focused here.
Yeah.
Corner set piece, rather. Sorry, it's going to be taken by Eduardo Esposito. We have now hit the halfway point in the second half, so clock slowly ticking. In goes the delivery. Ferran again scored a header in the first half, gets that one away in the second. Collected by Lozano, though. Big chance here. Eric down low. Brilliant block.
Yeah, I don't like where we're at.
Corner. No.
Guys, I have to say, I've seen the image of the replay and the goal disallowed.
Okay.
And that is where you'll leave it, I think.
Well, what I say is that we have to say congratulations, because it was difficult to do something
it was
worse
very
than
difficult.
Kubar City's allowed goal. And
Well,
now,
no. It's not worse than that.
Oh, watch out here, by the way.
Oh,
Garcia.
Juan the Cat Garcia with the save.
That's why I'm going to handball, don't they?
Well, we have to just want to say one thing, and believe me, I'm not ironic. If the semi-automatic says it's offside, I remember, for example, last season the game against Espanyol in Montjuic, there were 2 goals, very close also, that the semi-automatic did not concede. I'm swearing, I'm not ironic. So if it said it's offside, it's offside.
Okay.
Careful here, Cancelo.
Drop Cancelo. Brilliant from him. Still Cancelo. This is genius from Cancelo.
Oh.
And Dimitrovic in the way.
How he has grown since he arrived.
How good has he been for Barça? Incredible.
Do we have Cancelo emojis? Live chat?
Yeah.
Give me some Cancelo emojis if we have them. If not, we... Oh, careful.
Oh, watch out. Rashford is the...
Yeah, Rashi.
That's why he came on at centre-back.
Exactly.
Araujo can get rid of it. Robert, I'm looking at the image again here.
So the Espanyol's player's shoulder is like higher up than Eric's shoulder,
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to the assistant referee for seeing that.
Yeah, he saw it. It's one of those, when we saw the freeze frame, we thought, oh, it's going to stand that, you know. And Ferran was even saying, let's go and celebrate.
Yeah.
But no.
Right, I need to do something here.
Okay.
We need to energize this.
Yes. Just 20 minutes to go, slowly ticking away. Here's Cancelo. 3 changes made so far for Barça. Here's Pedri. He's still one of those on the pitch. And maybe at this point, Robert, we would have wanted Pedri and Lamine off, but hey, there
they are.
They're still out there for now for Barça. And with the way the game is right now, that might be a bit frustrating for Hansi Flick. Here's Al Hilali. Good tackle from Pedri again.
Right, 20 minutes to go. Who will score the next goal for Barca? Because we believe there will be one. Option 1, Ferran. Option 2, Lamine Yamal. Option 3, Rashford. I need to believe in the hat trick still. I've been insisting all game long.
I'm also going to stick with Ferran, Robert. Lamine, I think, isn't looking like he's on the verge of scoring just yet. And Rashford, I think, just had his chance a moment ago. So I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to...
Mark? Next goal for Barca.
Nah, I'm still believing that Lamine will score.
Oh, okay. By the way, we got some Cancelo emojis. There he is. There he is.
And rightly so.
Rightly so. There we go.
He's got... You know, he keeps...
And guys, I have to say that now it's one of the biggest concerts for Hernandez. He's smiling right now. Because Barca players are start to desperate with all that kind of falls. And I think that this is the worst thing we can do.
Yep.
We have to focus. We know how is the referee. He showed last season in the Clásico what he's capable of. And we have to be out of this. We have to be out of this. 20 minutes plus other time. Enough time to score the third one, and we have to defend well. It's a derby, so we have to be focused and go out for the referee because we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no. I mean, just keep doing what we were doing up until the Paul Lozano goal. I mean,
scoring,
was,
as we did just before. Scoring in a different way.
Attack, just calm the game down through possession. Ignore whatever Espanyol are doing. Obviously now they are encouraged by the situation that they're in, and the press is a little bit higher. So, well, also need to play through that.
I'm just hoping there's more spaces for us there.
How is not a yellow card? How it's not a yellow card?
That should be a yellow.
It says the only referee going to the World Cup. Oh my God. Well, Dani Olmo will come in, guys. Dani Olmo will be the fourth substitution.
Olmo time.
So, Olmo time. Scoring twice last season, scoring one in Cornellà.
Nice.
Here goes Pedri.
Oh, look at this from Pedri. Still Pedri. Still Pedri. Was he fouled? No. Just bundled to the ground by Omar El Hilali, I think. And in the end, nothing doing. Went all the way. He had Ferran inside, didn't he?
Ferran is out. Ferran is out. And guys, if you want to... We can listen to the ovation today for the scorer, for the Shark.
There we go.
Seems like a good time to
Yeah, we tried our best. So Olmo for Ferran. So is he the false 9?
You'd imagine so, no? Direct. I'd imagine that's a straight swap. Interesting that it's Olmo, not Lewandowski. Is that a hint to Tuesday? Could well be.
Could well be, yeah.
Is that what Flick was discussing with Lewandowski, saying, hey, I might need you for Tuesday. I might leave you out of this one.
Almost gone into a central position, by the way. So, yeah, I'm putting him in there as the false 9.
And
Barca get a goal kick here. Come on!
Espanyol, they're just slowly ticking away, aren't they? I mean, don't feel like scared, Robert, but hey, the further they come forward, who knows?
Yeah, it's just, we don't need this right now.
No.
Give me some blue and red hearts on the live chat, guys. Some support for Barca.
You know what's frustrating as well? We were so in control of this game.
Yeah.
And it was, careful there, vital tackle, cool by to see. It was looking at one of those games where, like we said, we can just pick and choose who we want to take off, who we want to take on.
Yep.
In the end, he's had to play it quite seriously, Flick, you know. And I know he started strong anyway, but
there's still one window remaining, right?
yes, I think so. We made a sub at half time.
Yeah. But 5 players warming up. And now Lewandowski and also Koundé are warming up. So we have right now Frenkie de Jong, Ronnie, Xavi Espar, and then Lewandowski and Koundé. But we have one more window, but only one more player to go in.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. We haven't seen De Jong yet.
The way the game's going, I don't know, eh?
I know, but surely Flick would want to get De Jong out there if he maybe thinks about starting him on Tuesday. Decisions. Cancelo. Rashford. Come on, Barca. Third goal here just to
there we go.
Take the roof of this place. Rashford. It's a good low ball, to be fair, but no one was waiting, and it goes out for a throw-in. That's what you do miss the number 9, of course.
Low, tense, yeah. 15 minutes remaining. It's a nice tackle by Kubarsi.
Yeah.
We're getting a replay.
50 minutes to go here. Who does that fall to? Falls to an Espanyol player. I mean, they have come out a little bit more in the second half, haven't they, Espanyol? They're still not posing huge problems, but we probably have a bit more space behind than we did in the first 45 minutes. Castellos dinked that one over the top, but no.
The love for Barca coming through the live chat and at the stadium as well. Mark, the fans trying to push the team forward, trying to encourage the players.
Yeah, and time to defend, because right now a long ball was so difficult for Barca defenders. Well done by Kubarsi putting the ball out, but it's a corner kick for Espanyol, and now time to suffer. I think that, as I said, it's not the same because today we are winning, but it's like the game against Atletico, that the debtors and that can be against us, they finally are on the pitch with the disallowed goal, and just the next action, the next play, the goal by Espanyol, but 14 minutes remaining. There's plenty of time just to happen many things. And time to focus.
Yeah, there's something going on inside the penalty area there. It's a corner, though, for Espanyol. And these are the sort of situations they'll cherish between now and the end of the game. In it goes, and the header was won. I think maybe by Cabrera in there. Yeah. Or no, in fact, it was a Calero. That's a decent chance, you know, for them.
It was a very decent chance. I mean, he was well guarded, though. He does manage to get there first. Ooh, swarmed by 3 different Barca players. Still, he manages to get the header off. Can't put it in the right direction, though.
Here's Eric then for Barca, who can try and just calm things down themselves. Eric and Kubarsi, by the way, at centre-back, a partnership we haven't seen in
quite a while.
Feels like a long time.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, we've been playing Cuba Maldini for a long time here.
Now clear handball, and no yellow cards.
Yeah. Cancelo's not happy because he feels that was stopping a counter-attack.
Oh, come on! It's like a futsal save.
Come on. How has he not booked him for that? I'm not sure if that was someone already on a yellow. Anyway, here's Lamine.
Goes down and extends his arm.
Incredible.
How quickly, instead, he showed the yellow card for Casado, for example, or Eric in the first half.
We've got a question here from our admin, Jamie, saying, time for another goal? Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
I just voted maybe 2.
Yeah, me too. Because I want 2, right?
Yeah.
I'd love a 4-1 here. I really would. Maybe even 2.
My prediction's out the window. By the way, you know who's getting it right now?
I do.
It's the guy in the control room.
Yeah.
Lorencito, eh?
Yeah, he'll be delighted with that as well.
Lorencito.
2-1. 2-1. But hey, there's still time a little bit. There's still time. Here's Eric.
There's an expression in Catalan that I really like.
Yeah.
Because it's very graphic. My goodness.
How about that from Lamine Yamal?
A little croqueta by Lamine Yamal.
Switch as well. It's a bit too narrow.
So it represents how a situation or a game makes you feel. Careful here with Espanyol going forward.
Right now we're feeling a little bit nervy. Cancelo, brilliant.
The expression in Catalan is to mastegar sorra. So to choose sand. Basically, careful.
We might be choosing sand here.
Oh no!
Juan Garcia in the end is okay, I think.
Is he alright?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah,
what
right,
a chance.
right.
Oof. Okay.
What a chance
That
for Roberto, though.
scared me because Roberto went in hard and crashed into Juan. Oof.
Oh, God.
Juan's lucky there. Juan's lucky that he didn't get hurt there.
I can't believe he's okay. Big chance, by the way.
Because Roberto's left leg goes through Juan's legs. That's why he's all right. If he impacts either leg,
Yeah.
oof, we're
I
talking risky business
I
here.
thought we were seeing like a stud to the knee there.
So anyway, just to finish, mastegar sorra, it's what Barca's having to do here. Choose sand. It's my goodness, this where this game has gone.
Yeah. But it feels weird that it shouldn't have gone that way really. This
No,
one.
no. It was like, yeah.
I mean, it's
Last substitution on Espanyol, guys. Paul Lozano, the scorer, is out. And Charles Pickle, who has an interesting story because he qualified with the Democratic Republic of Congo for the next World Cup. He was in his country last week because he couldn't come back to Spain. But not him. All the players that got qualified were celebrating on his country. And also Manuel Gonzalez was not happy with this. But was not player's choice.
It was imposed.
It's supposed to be. I don't want to say definitely, but it's supposed.
Like, we had so much control of this game.
I know.
And now all the clearances seem faulty.
Yeah.
And Espanyol have the momentum at the moment.
Well, now
I hate to say it, but Espanyol have the momentum.
They do. Now we're just playing for a 2-1. You can see it. At most a 3-1.
We're playing for survival here.
Yeah. Which is just silly, isn't it? Like with where they've had, what was that, 23% of the ball. They've only actually ended up having 2 shots on target, by the way.
Careful.
Still that one in the first half, and the goal.
Yeah.
Frankie will come in.
Oh, Frankie.
Hey.
Come on.
And if
Go,
Barca
Casa.
get this first, which they should, they can hurry here. But no. One back. Al-Hilali. Good ball too. Big chance. Block
Another
Kubasi.
corner, another block. Go Kuba. Lamine sort of waited for it there. Maybe he needed to attack the ball.
Yeah. I mean, Barca need a little bit more, don't they? I think off the ball from their players also. And then when they're on it, use the ball well. Use it well in these stages. That's the key. Because Espanyol, you said it, Robert. They're the team who are coming forward now.
Come on. Another corner kick.
8 minutes to go. I mean, it's slowly ticking now. And this is what Espanyol want. Corners, set pieces, get the big men up, delay it a little bit.
Any little rebound.
Yeah. Barca players down, by the way. That could cause a free header.
Nice,
Big
Araujo.
leap, Araujo. Come on, Barca. Play this one we're in.
Oh.
Again, yeah. Pedri, Olmo.
Come on.
Foul.
And that's what we need. There we go. Another yellow card. That's what we need. Just to slow things down, calmly recover possession. By the way, how many yellow cards have Espanyol got in this game?
Feels like
I
a lot,
have to
doesn't
count.
it?
I have to count. First of all, we have to comment the substitution after more than 1 month. Frankie de Jong will be
Hey.
with the team again.
Pedri?
One of the captains. Let's know. And no, Fermin.
Oh, Fermin. Okay.
It will be Fermin. And I just to confirm that we said that in the last derby here at Spotify Camp Nou, Mateo Laoz showed 16 yellow cards and 2 red cards. But today, Hernandez, it seems that he wants the record too, because 3 Barca players have a yellow card and 5 Espanyol players, so 8 yellow cards today.
Just 5 Espanyol players, it feels like more.
Yeah.
Let me check again, but
Fermin off then.
Llorens is telling us that it's 6 for Espanyol. Applauses for Fermin.
So 9 3 for Barça and 6 for Espanyol. 9. Okay. No, I have El Hilali, Exposito, Ngonge, Paul Lozano, and then the last one. I missed maybe one.
Calero?
Calero saw one, definitely.
Yeah, just now. Here is Eddie Garcia. Now Kubarsi. I mean, I think Fermin's been excellent, by the way, today. Again, he really has linked up nicely. He's started as a left winger, really, but he's actually more often than not played quite centrally.
By the way, De Jong's come on as like the attacking midfielder here.
Okay. Yeah, you got Pedri and Castelló behind him. De Jong's the man furthest forward, yeah.
Come on, Lamine.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go. We missed that from Lamine. Give us something here in the last few minutes. Still Lamine.
Go!
Still Lamine. Still Lamine. Oh, would have been one of the goals of the season. He went on his own, though.
He got a bit greedy at the end. And I mean, doing what he'd done, well...
Understandable. I know.
Understandable.
When he gets into that sort of groove and he builds up, he really does start going for it. Could he have had an option? Maybe. The skill was glorious, though, yeah.
Yeah.
And another one to skip past Cabrera.
I mean, Olmo and Rashford were waiting inside the box. I mean, the passing lane was not clear. So, hey, you might as well go for the shot. 5 minutes remaining, Pablito. Eh?
Yeah, and Edit said that they left for a bit. Where have you been? Yet again.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have absolutely 100% in our conscience that it's the league in this game, guys. This win.
Yeah.
I know we said it in the Metropolitano, but of course, just to do the same, to be 9 points ahead.
So I was thinking about this before. If we did win today, which at the moment we are, and let's hope we can hang on here. Let's hope we can score a third, by the way. We would go 9 points clear. I just hesitate to talk about this with Espanyol in possession. Go Juan.
Yeah,
there
Juan.
you go. Nice, secure. Gather from Juan. What was that? Oh, yeah. So 21 points remaining. 9 of advantage. That means in the remaining, 8 games or 7?
7 after this.
7.
After this, 7.
You would need 13 points. So basically 4 wins and a draw.
Okay.
Yeah, but remember that.
And one of them is against Real Madrid, obviously.
6.
Yeah.
So with this distance, we can win the league here against Real Madrid. This is the answer.
Incredible, eh?
Go Casa.
Casador.
Oh, no!
Come on!
He's in!
Go!
Lamine!
That's it!
Barca 3, Espanyol 1. We are going to go 9 points clear at the top of the table. There we go. That's the moment we wanted.
That's it. Lamine Yamal chasing that Cazador. Long pass. It was an excellent through ball by Marc Cazador. Dimitrovic got there first, but Lamine never stopped believing. Dimitrovic's clearance went off of Lamine, and from there it was easy peasy for the number 10, who completes his fantastic performance this afternoon with a goal.
Oh, we absolutely love that, Robert. By the way, Casador wins it back, then plays it. They're not going to rule that one out. Dimitrovic, well, hasn't had his best day at the office. Kicks it off Lamine, who then made no mistake. He was celebrating before he even went in. And the best thing about that goal, Robert, also is that we won't now have the nervy last few minutes. We can all relax now.
No, I think the best thing about that goal is that for the first time in a cup, like what feels like quite a few games.
Yeah.
Well, there was the international break in between. That's why it feels like a long time.
Newcastle at home is the penalty.
We get to go.
Yamal, y'all. Lamine Yamal, y'all. You got a problem, got a number you can call, y'all. Pristine 19, he can ball, y'all. To win the brawl, y'all. Lamine
Yamal, y'all.
He's Yamal, y'all. Lamine Yamal, y'all. You got a problem, got a number you can call, y'all. Pristine 19, he can ball, y'all. To win the brawl, y'all. Lamine
Yamal, y'all.
15 goals in La Liga, by the way, Robert. I made that 22 in all competitions, and he might be coming again here, Lamine. And still. And
Frankie!
De Jong! Almost in! Frankie De Jong! Rashford!
Goal!
What a mad way to end this game. Barça 4, Espanyol 1. Barça 4, Espanyol 1. What an end to this game. Rashford's on the score sheet. De Jong is well and truly back. It is a party at the Spotify Cup now. Woo, woo, woo.
There you go. We secure it. We secure it with a 4-1 win. And right now, guys, this is what the standings look like. And it's going to stay that way. 79 points Barça, 70 Real Madrid, 9-point cushion. Frankie de Jong just had a cup of tea there. Cup of coffee, couple of biscuits, and then set it up for Rashford, who corrects his position. And, I mean, you don't get to normally see finishes with players running backwards.
No.
To get a touch on the ball.
Almost a strange, bizarre goal. But a goal nonetheless that, well, is going to put Barca 9 points clear. And look at the smile on Rashford's face, by the way. Another goal for him. Back-to-back league goals for him. And Barca have won it back again. Robert, we've not even spoken to Mark Brau after the third.
I'm alive.
The fourth goal.
I'm alive. I can confirm. But because we have many things to commend.
Yeah.
Many things to commend. The first of all, as you said, 15 goals in La Liga from Lamine Yamal. The last one was against Newcastle. But the last goal in La Liga was in San Mamés a month ago. That incredible shot that led to the goal of Unai Simon. 5 minutes of added time. But 22 goals this season. Lamine Yamal, top scorer of the season for Barca. And for Marcus Rashford, second goal in a row in La Liga. 6 in La Liga, 12 in all the competitions. And just a question for you and for all Barca Live fans. Have you seen how can you score only 2 goals in 1 minute? Why not to do this next Tuesday?
Love it. Love it, Mark. Yeah, 100%. This Barca team, when they turn it on, they can certainly turn it on. And that's exactly what they've done here in the dying embers. 2 goals in 2 minutes. And this one has gone from looking like a nervy ending to, well, in the end, being a comprehensive victory for Barca. Robert, 5 additional minutes here, which I'll just I'll pop in. There we go, 5 additional minutes at the end of this one. No, of course, it's a lot going on. 5 minutes of added time here, but Barca are now home and dry. They are going to go 9 points clear. Manolo Gonzalez there can only watch on as Javi Puello does the same. It's not going to be for Espanyol yet again at the Spotify Cup now. Their last away win to Barca, 2009. The streak is going to continue here. And for Barca, more importantly, advantage, no. For Barca, more importantly, well, they are going to go 9 clear. You can see the standings on your screen, people. Great to see De Jong on the pitch, by the way, and the impact he made there. The delay was mental. You said it there. Stopped, had his biscuits, had his tea. Dinked it over to Rashford. Bob's your uncle. There you go, have that. Cancelo now. Casado. Rashford, Casado again. Barca just passing the ball around Espanyol now. And, oh dear. Urco is going to be booked here.
Yeah,
and another going one after another. And
it seems he wants the record of Mateo Laoz in the last derby here.
No, I think that's secure. I think that's secure, Mark. No one. It's not achievable.
No, for sure.
It's not attainable.
Guys, it's good to win this derby. Because that derby at the Spotify Camp Nou was very frustrating, and now that victory, 4 goals again for the confidence of the team, and also suffering a little bit. It could be fun for the team to know that maybe next Tuesday for sure we have to suffer. But La Liga, guys, remember that the next day in La Liga will be in 11 days. In 11 days against Celta Vigo here at the Spotify Camp Nou. And maybe, Robert, as you said before, we can start to discount points more than got more points to get the league. Because if Barca wins the next 4 games, definitely we will win the league instead of Real Madrid can do.
Right, well,
looks offside, surely no. Play on. It was off, yeah.
Guys, 2 minutes remaining. Give me some Biscal Barça emojis on the live chat because this is an important win. A result, by the way, Pablo Walls, that would work on Tuesday?
Yes, it would indeed. How we'd love a 4-1 win away to Atleti. This is a nice scoreline, you know, with the goals late on. This is weirdly reminding me, I think we beat Espanyol 4-1 in 2016-17. Messi scored a ridiculous late goal. Little give and go on that one. And we could be in for a fifth, by the way. Rashford's in. Oh, Lamine was in back post. Play it. Play it. One more's in.
Go, Rashi.
Still Rashford, who's, by the way, got another goal off the bench today. Pedri, Cancelo. Pedri again. This is excellent news there, Robert. And I actually agree with what you're saying, what Mark was saying about confidence. I always think before a big game, the game before is key. And look, how we won 2-1, I'm sure we would have all been happy. 3 points, 9 points clear. Those last 2 goals there, they just fill up the team's cup of confidence a little bit more.
Yeah, and hey, let's be fair, let's be just. Especially with what we saw in the second half, score does not reflect what we saw in the second half.
No.
If we're fair to our opponent today, they gave us some trouble. They did not.
Ooh, could be in again.
Careful.
Oh, Romero in the way.
They did not do that with shots on target, by the way. They just made their pressure. They made us feel their pressure.
Yeah.
But they didn't translate that into shots on target.
No, they didn't. Yeah, you can still see the number still at 2. Yeah.
But yeah, look at the excitement of the players on the bench. They know how important these 3 points are and what it means to be 9 points ahead in La Liga with 7 games remaining, 21 points to play for.
It feels very, very big indeed, that already.
End of the game. We won, guys. We won the derby.
There you go, and look at the celebration of Gavi as well as he steps onto the pitch. Barça 4, Espanyol 1, 9 points clear, people. Yes, indeed. All the positivity now to be taken in to Tuesday night against Atletico de Madrid. The comeback, is it on? Well, you have to believe, people. Tonight, Barça, with Lamine shining once more, have got the job done against our arch rivals too in a derby. It certainly feels sweet, doesn't it?
And Lamine Yamal is given the MVP of the game by La Liga. We'll be voting for our MVP. It's a tough one because Ferran Torres scored twice. Lamine Yamal had a stellar performance. And there were many other players who played very well today. But a satisfying result for the fans at Spotify Camp Nou. The record attendance today at Spotify Camp Nou since the return. And an encouraging result indeed, heading into Tuesday's game. Reasons to believe, definitely, Pablo Wolves.
Yeah.
I would say 2 very different halves. Complete control from Barca in the first half. Game got a bit complicated in the second, but ultimately the late efforts of Lamine Yamal and Marcus Rashford get the job done. 4-1, and on we go. On we cruise in La Liga.
Yeah, certainly so. I mean, getting the points in La Liga is what feels like the biggest thing. But those players, from this moment onwards, they'll be thinking about Tuesday, and they'll be thinking, that's the perfect platform for us to go now, replicate this display, win on Tuesday night, get through to the semis. But of course, tonight, we are delighted. And look how happy Flick is as well, by the way, with Fermin, with all the players. He really looks happy and chuffed with them. And I think before the game, we said it, he would have said to them, guys, there's a chance here. The league title is sort of there for you. Can you take it? Feels like we've taken a huge step towards it. Maybe one hand on the title right now, you know.
Gloria says, nice night, culés. Good night, good morning, off to bed. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for the amazing commentary, says It's Piano Guy. Thank you for joining, as always. Davi says, we believe. So do we. So do we, Pablo Bulls. And on Edit says, I hope Barca wins against Atletico because my birthday is the day after.
Hey.
I hope you join us for the show against Atletico de Madrid on Tuesday. We'll be here. We'll also be here in a couple of minutes for post-game, for highlights, reactions. We'll be listening to the players. We'll be listening to Hansi Flick analysing this game and doing a bit of a preview of what we're expecting on Tuesday. Stay tuned. Back in 2 minutes. 4-1 in the derby. A special first half from Barça. A calm first half from Barça. 2 goals by Ferran, the Shark, to break a 70-day drought without a goal. Second half got a little bit complicated for Barça. Paul Lozano managed to score, and Espanyol, made us a bit fidgety for a little bit there, but late goals by Lamine Yamal and Marcus Rashford gave us the 4-1 win, an important one to help us get 1 or 2 steps closer to La Liga.
Oh, 100%. It feels like a massive step, I'd say, Robin, if not 2, towards the title. I think we knew that coming into the game with the Madrid result. Of course, we did. The team took it. Strong lineup from Flick. Very strong performance. We remarkably were put, in fair play to Espanyol, into a bit of a more compromised position in the second half. But those 2 late goals give us a bit of a party-like feel. Sometimes, I think, towards April, May time, you get wins that you know aren't definitive. They don't mean you're going to win anything, but they do feel really big. I think this is one of those. We knew it was a derby. It always has a bit of a special, extra feel. When you're this close to the finish line, that many points up, feels quite big.
And if there were any concerns as to how the team were going to come into the game after that defeat on Wednesday against Atletico de Madrid, well, those soon faded, those questions, because Barça came out strong, Barça came out dominating. We were maybe expecting Espanyol to come out with a bit of urgency. Didn't see that, but anyway, we're waiting for reactions, and we've got reactions. Ferran Torres with Mar Blau.
Yeah, we have the Shark. Tenim el Tauró aquí a Ferran, un dels protagonistes del partit. Ferran, què tal? Bona nit. De seguida pregunto per la teva actuació, però victòria amb el derbi, 4-1, sempre és un partit especial. Imagino que molt satisfets.
Sí, molt satisfet. Crec que ha sigut un dels partits que més hem disfrutat, tant dintre com fora del camp. Era un dia per a tal, i res, molt contents, i ara ja recuperar i pensar en la Champions.
No era un partit tampoc fàcil de jugar, perquè després del que va passar el dimecres, pot ser que a vegades el cap se te'n vagi el dimarts, i l'equip des del primer minut ha demostrat que teníeu claríssim que avui era un dia que no es podia fallar.
Al revés, nosaltres som un equip que entre els cops durs li donem la cara, li donem la volta. Sabem que avui era una final per nosaltres, també per donar un cop sobre la taula en la Lliga i també per reforçar la confiança de cara al dimarts.
I així també ets tu, Ferran, amb aquesta mentalitat, sense deixar-te portar per si marques o no marques, com sempre tu de cara a porteria, avui per fi has trobat la recompensa.
Sí, i al final sempre crec en el treball, sempre crec en els resultats. A vegades hi ha que tindre paciència, evitar que moltes vegades hi ha frustració, però bueno, molt content per avui.
Ja per acabar, evidentment queda molta Lliga, Ferran, però són 9 punts de diferència respecte al Madrid. Això ho comencem a tenir a prop, no?
Sí, al final el més important és que depenem de nosaltres, tenim que afrontar partit a partit, de 3 punts en 3 punts i certificar la Lliga quan puguem.
Spotify, que no ho dic, sí que es pot el dimarts, sí que es pot, no?
Clar que es pot i ho anem a fer.
Ànims, Ferran, gràcies.
Gràcies.
Well, Ferran saying in Catalan, of course we can next Tuesday, and let's gonna do this. Ferran the Shark scoring twice. I'm very happy. Also said that we are 9 points ahead of Real Madrid, but we have to go game by game just to win the league.
It's a short interview, but he says just a lot of interesting things there. Ferran, he's interesting when he talks. Ferran Torres, obviously the scorer of 2 goals today. We said it. There was 70 days without scoring a goal, and he said, I believe in hard work, and of course there's frustration, and he admits that, and he's talked about mental health issues before as well. I'm not saying that's what was going on here now, but he's very open, and he admits, hey, times can be frustrating when you don't see the ball go in, and you chase it, and you chase it, and you chase it, and then all of a sudden, what happens with strikers? One day you're just in the right place at the right time, and his header goes in today, and then that opens things up for the second goal. Maybe in the midst of the drought, he doesn't tap in the second goal, but all of a sudden now he's got a bit more like a pep in his step, and now he's feeling more confident, and it was a sweet finish, the second one, and he was smiling. Ferran Torres smiling in today's celebrations, and we're so happy for him. Ferran Torres also saying, hey, we knew that this was an important one today. We know that the La Liga is close, and we need to keep going until it is secure. And the last one with Madrid, of course we believe, of course it can be done.
100%.
Win by 2 goals. How many times have this team? I'm going to go and have a look now.
Yeah,
Pablo.
that's a good one, Robert.
How many times this team has won by 2 goals this season?
Yeah, it's true. I liked what he also said. He said, like, if Mark was saying if there are any doubts about the team's mentality going into this game, he said, al revés. He was like, no, on the contrary, we're a team who, in difficult moments, we try and stick together and come out on the better side. We saw that today. I think we saw a team who haven't given up on the season, who don't think that because we've lost 2-0 with 10 men that this is done now. It is far from done. We saw that today. This was a team with probably a lot of players who will be involved on Tuesday night out there, hungry, playing good football, exciting football. And for Ferran as well, you mentioned it, he's hit landmarks already this season. I make that 18 goals now for him in all competitions. It's a good return, it really is. It's a big win, of course, too, for Barça. But for him personally, ahead of Tuesday night, he could have, maybe should have had a hat-trick if that one wasn't ruled out too.
Yep.
He's going to be confident.
Yeah, we'll talk about the goal that was ruled out. But anyway, a big win for Barca. And if Ferran is smiling, we're smiling, Pablo.
Yeah, we are indeed. Yeah, exactly. We are indeed. If Ferran's happy, we're happy.
If Ferran's happy, we're happy, and Barca are definitely happy. Barca, let's get into the game before we can talk to Marbrau.
Yeah.
Obviously, the most important thing right now is the outcome of this. Let me get it on the screens because it's just a beautiful thing to see. It is the standings here on our graphic. Right now, Barca, 79 points, still with a chance to complete a 100-point La Liga. But that is not the main goal. The main goal is to secure the title as soon as possible. Right now, we have 9 points of cushion of advantage ahead of Real Madrid and 21 points to play for.
And we know, Robert, Marek said it also, we know Barça now in the league have, after this one, Celta, Getafe, Osasuna, and then Real Madrid. What we know, people, is if we win all 4, and if, of course, Madrid have won their 3 before the Clásico, we can win the league in the Clásico with that 4th game. That's how close it is right now. That's the advantage the Barca have. +9.
+9.
A little wink.
Wink, 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 wink.
+9
we are winking the title.
We are.
And it's like, hey, we're here. We're here.
We are. And honestly, Robert, I feel that we're a lot closer than I thought we would be. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah.
All in.
Yeah, all in for Tuesday, 100%.
Sorry, you were saying.
I feel like we're closer than I thought I would be. That's not even being pessimistic. That's more having more respect for Madrid and maybe not giving us as much credit. Points have been really good. The Shark is back. But the points tally at this stage, massive hat off to the team. And the attendance was great today, by the way. And the atmosphere was great.
The fact that today, after the 2-0 defeat on Wednesday, is the record attendance at Spotify Camp Nou is encouraging. It means that the people are behind this team. That despite the disappointment, they know that, hey, this team has given us a lot of joy in the last season and a half.
Yeah.
They need us right now.
Yeah, they do. And these two, how good were they, by the way? The little Lamine assist, the Ferran goals, that was the link-up, wasn't it? And hey, Flick has got a decision to make for Tuesday night in terms of who he plays up front. I will say that. He really does with Ferran.
We've talked about it several times here. When a forward scores, normally Hansi gives him the nod in the next game.
Yeah.
Does that happen with Ferran on Tuesday? We'll see.
So odd, isn't it? Because before this game, I was thinking maybe what to do is Olmo false 9, Fermin number 10, Rashford left, Lamine right. Then this happens.
There are options.
You're thinking Ferran should start because he just scored 2 goals. Maybe he should have had 3. But then you've also got Lewandowski, who's not played a single minute today. Is that quite indicative also? So, hey, that's maybe a good thing. Atleti won't know what's coming. Neither will we. So there you go. I think Flick's got 3 very good options there to pick from, depending on how he wants the game to go. And, of course, he can mix the match as the game goes on too.
Right, well, we heard from Ferran. We've spoken about Ferran, who had his best skills on display today. By the way, that finish after the Lamine Yamal for his 2nd goal, just simply amazing, breaking the drought of 70 days. Let's do it again on Tuesday. Ferran, right. Ferran's performance was special, but this guy's, let me just get his stats on the screen here. He wears number 10.
Yeah.
He's Yamal, y'all. Lamine Yamal, y'all. 73 touches, 26 successful passes, 5 recoveries, 4 final third entries, 2 assists, 1 goals. Yeah. And I would say what the Americans call a hockey assist, maybe for the 4th goal, in which he sets up Frankie de Jong, and then de Jong sets up Rashford.
The pre-assist, yeah.
The pre-assist. Yeah. Lamine Yamal also in this game contributed with, there it is, 7 total shots, 10 entries into the box, and 8 successful dribbles, 5 crosses.
He keeps on producing, Robert. He really does. He is the gem, really, in Europe for me, Lamine Yamal. In terms of a player who you turn on your TV and think, this is going to be good fun, he does it every 3 days. He, for me, is the one you want to watch in European football right now. We're just lucky that he's a Barça player, that he's come up through this club, here in the country, and he's done so well also at such a young age. And Flick's had to defend him in recent weeks because people still like to go at him, but he's still so young, and he keeps on producing. 2 assists, 1 goal tonight. How good was he? How good fun was he to watch? The assist for the second goal's genius. The cross was brilliant. The goal's a token goal, but he deserved it. And
at some point in the game, we said, maybe he's been a bit too greedy here when he dribbles past, I don't know, countless defenders, and then goes for the finish himself. And you say, well, just when you've done it all yourself, you might as well go for the finish as well, with the quality that Lamine Yamal has got. But he got his reward in the end, chasing a ball that Dimitrovic got to first, but Lamine went for it. And Alejandro Valdez with Marc Brau. So I'll continue my points on Lamine Yamal after.
Yeah, we are next to Alejandro Valde just to analyze this win against Espanyol, al costat d'Alejandro Valde. Què tal, Alejandro, com estàs? Bona tarda. Quina victòria, el que suposa per la Lliga, perquè és un derbi, imagino que contents.
Sí, molt contents per la victòria, per el treball de tot l'equip. Crec que avui hem fet un treball increïble i molt content per el partit.
Bueno, si pots venir una miqueta més cap aquí. Aquí, com al camp, ben posicionat. La sensació per això és que teniu molt clar des del principi el que volíeu, no? Perquè, clar, evidentment a l'entorn i a l'afició tothom està parlant de la remuntada del dimarts, però l'equip teníeu clar que avui s'havia de treure.
Sí, sabíem que avui no podíem fallar, que ahir el Madrid va empatar, sabíem que tenim una oportunitat molt bona avui i crec que l'equip ho ha fet molt bé, ha donat la cara i així ha estat.
Tot i que ha tocat patir també en alguns moments, no? Teniu el partit controlat, us fan el 2-1, heu passat per uns moments una mica complicats, però això també és la demostració de que de cara al dimarts, de cara als propers partits, l'equip també sap resistir.
Sí, al final són coses d'un partit, et poden ficar un gol, però crec que l'important és com tu respons i crec que l'equip està molt bé, hem pogut ficar 2 gols més i molt bé.
Tu com estàs? Has estat un mes fora dels terrenys de joc, ja vas jugar uns minutets l'altre dia, com et trobes?
No, bé. Sempre és difícil tornar d'una lesió, recuperar el ritme, però la veritat que avui m'he notat molt bé i a poc a poc.
I ara per tots els dimarts, no? Amb la màxima il·lusió.
Sí, amb moltes ganes de que arribi, de remuntar i així.
Això esperem. Gràcies, Alejandro. The words of Alejandro Valde, of course, really looking forward for the next game on Tuesday, and also he wants to come back the same as all the fans and also the team, but happy, especially also because he came back after the injury, and also explained the same as Ferran, that the team is absolutely focused in today's game, especially about what happened yesterday in Bernabeu. It's impossible to analyze this game without thinking what happened yesterday in the Bernabeu, because Barça is very, very, very close to win again the league.
Mark, can we stay with you a minute? Is it okay for you? Yeah, okay. Can you explain to us what we saw, because we saw it on camera here, after the game, after the final whistle, the players going over to the fans and everything that happened on the pitch?
Well, there were a song here in the stadium that is usually singing in many stadiums here in Spain, in Spanish, saying "Si se puede," yes we can. Of course, it's a lema that we know for sure in the last years, and it's so historical. But it's maybe the mood of the people for the game next Tuesday, and then the players that usually goes to the standing per la grada d'animació. They went to one of the fans were singing the most, but not only for that place, they went just to the other side of the pitch, and also they want to make a special walk all around the stadium just to say thank you for all the Barça fans and just to receive especially the last ovation, the last warmest thing, just to be next to the team for what can happen to the next Tuesday. So it was like, it's not like the same when it's a game before the final, but it's the same. I don't know if you understand me what I mean. It's like all the stadium just close to the players and saying, okay, this is our last message for you that we have, and we keep the confidence in you about the combat that you can do next Tuesday.
To send them off with positive energy to Madrid, saying that the fans believe in them, and record attendance today. I mean, I was just saying to Pablo, I think it's great. I think it's very positive that coming off of a 2-0 defeat in midweek, the disappointment of that defeat at home in the Champions League, that today, the immediate game after, there is a record attendance.
Yeah, more than 60,000 people, very close to 60,100 people. Of course, the game was quite important because here in the city, it's a game that all the culés likes to watch and all the culés likes to play. But yeah, it's a good message also for the fans, just for the team. Of course, I think the schedule was quite good, just playing next to the evening, not at the night. A lot of kids on the stands, and it seems that everything was perfect. But as I asked to Alejandro Valde, we had a time to suffer, just especially between the goal of Paul Lozano and the last goal scored by Lamine Yamal. Also, Espanyol did it well. They had two interesting chances in the boots of Roberto, and of course we had to suffer. But as we explained just at the end of the game, the last two goals can show us how can you score twice in very short time. Of course, it could be very difficult, and it would be different maybe next Tuesday. But this is football. Remember, last Wednesday, Atletico de Madrid, 2 shots on target and 2 goals. Why cannot do more on the next Tuesday? I agree to you, Robert. It's impossible to analyze this game without thinking in the game next Tuesday. But I think that the team really did it really well. And for me, the most important thing was the first minutes. How the team showed to the people that today it has to be different, and how focused was the team just to secure the 3 points.
Mark, do you want a positive stat?
For sure. I always like positive things.
Just because we were saying with Pablo, today's result would be a perfect one for Tuesday. It would be absolutely valid for Tuesday to go through. I've just counted, and I think the count is right. Today's was the 49th game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
In 27 matches, we have scored 2 goals, or we have won by 2 goals or more. So it can be done. We've done it in 27 games so far this season. Let's make Tuesday the 28th.
Yeah, scoring more than 130 goals. Remember that the last game against Atletico, we reached more than 300 goals with Hansi Flick on the bench. So, yeah, positive stats, positive things. And, well, I want really to keep some extra stats for the game next Tuesday. But I just take a look if Hansi Flick is coming. For the moment, not. But I want to give you one more stat, Robert, just to analyze before Hansi Flick is coming. 11 games played at the Metropolitan in all history, in all competitions since 2017. We have won more than 50% games. 6 of 11 games, we won that. Of course, more of these games were only 1 goal ahead. But more than 50% victories in Metropolitan.
Okay, we need a victory by 2 goals. I'm inspired by last season's La Liga win with those 2 late goals, which would send things into overtime. Right, Mark, when you've got Hansi Flick, let us know. We'll come straight to you and we'll listen to Barca's coach.
Yeah, it will be the last interview before he will go. I have to talk more slow because there's an Espanyol player close to me. But yeah, after Hansi Flick, it will be the last reaction. So, Robert, if you want to prepare the MVP and also Barcelona fans to prepare the votes, it would be a good idea.
Oh, did you send them to me? Okay, wait a minute. I'll do that. Right, thank you. Thank you, Matt. We'll come back to you when you've got Hansi Flick. Pablo, just very quickly, a game which was a bit of a tale of 2 halves.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we had to suffer in the second half. There's no doubt about that. We really did. And look, credit Espanyol in that regard. You know, they did get back into the game. They got their goal against a run of play 100%. It was literally the minute after we should have made it 3. They made it 2-1. So in that regard, you know, things changed. They flipped on their head immediately. But for Barça, we show resilience. We have to show a bit of a different side to our game. It's not that Espanyol had that many shots, that many chances, but they started to pepper the goal a bit more. They started to apply a bit more pressure to us. And we had to show a bit of a different side to our game. I think we did it quite well in all truth eventually. We dug in. Maybe Flick would have wanted to have been able to rotate players a bit more. Pedri, Lamine played a lot of football again tonight. Probably not as much as we would have wanted ahead of Tuesday. But hey, I think the important thing is that the positive energy that will be taken into the game is still there. And here's a good little stat, by the way. Non-penalty goals in La Liga this season. Mbappe's got 15, but he's played well over 2,000 minutes. Ferran Torres has got 14 in a lot less time. Oh, wow. So non-penalty goals. Of course, Ferran doesn't take the penalties for Barça. No. 14 league goals. It's a pretty impressive stat, to be fair to him.
I mean, yes, you've just left me, without words, flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Pablito Walls. Right, before we listen to Hansi Flick, and if we have him with Marabrao, please interrupt, guys. But I noted down also, of course, encouraging returns. We listened to Alejandro Balde. Great to have him back. Gavi, 60 to 70 minutes. I can't remember which minute he was subbed, but
Yeah, just after the 60th, yeah.
solid performance. And the fact that Frankie played a few minutes is great as well. Gives us an extra option for Tuesday.
Yeah, 100%. He got the assist as well. He looked good. I know we barely saw De Jong, and I think... Oh, so I dropped my phone off the table. I know that's because Flick saw the game was only at 2-1 and he was thinking, ooh, I don't want to mix too many things up right now. But De Jong looks calm, confident. The way he had the pulse, the little pause for the goal, the cross to the back post was brilliant. Gavi's looking sharp. It's positive. We saw minutes for Balde as well, who we just heard from too, who's getting back up there. See who Flick uses on Tuesday as a left back. He's got a big call to make there, Balde or Cancelo. But Gavi was really sharp. I think his 60 minutes were of some of the best in a Barca shirt, actually, of the players out on the pitch. He was energetic. He was lively. Everything that Gavi brings to the team, he had. So a lot of positives in that regard. I agree. A lot of positive returns. He
continued where he left it off in the second half against Atletico last Wednesday. I think he was one of the bright signs of that 2-0 defeat. Being one man down, Gavi was able to help Barca dominate, to help Barca recover the ball quickly when they needed to recover, to be a distributor as well in the absence of Pedri. Today, he didn't have to do as much of that with Pedri, with Fermin on the pitch, but he brings you the intensity. He was booked within 10 minutes. I think it was the first booking of the game was Gavi, but another solid performance from a player who's missed a lot of playing time this season.
Yeah, 100%. And we're delighted to have him back in for this final stretches now. I think he also gives us a different profile in midfield that I'm not quite sure we have in there. He's not really a number 10. He's more of a number 8, I'd say, Gavi. But
he's an in-between.
Yeah, he can play in the 6th role as well, though. But off the ball, he's still so good. He's probably better off the ball than a lot of the other 8s we've got in there, actually. So I think in that regard, Flick knows he can trust him in there. Maybe even next to a Pedri type character, especially if we're playing attacking football. And he knows Gavi can pick up the ball. He's not quite a De Jong or a Casado or even a Bernal, but he is a bit of a mix and a hybrid in that regard. I think he's going to be crucial, and I think actually he's going to get a good amount of football too between now and the end of the season.
Right, you were just saying, by the way, that Ferran has 14 goals and, without penalties, and Mbappe has 15. Right now, let's go to Hansi Flick with Mar Brau.
Yeah, the last interview for today, of course, we will talk with Hansi Flick. Hansi, how happy are you after this win? 4-1, a derby, important for the fans, and very, very close also for the goal.
Yes, of course. It's an important win, important victory. About the points we have now, 79 points, 9 points ahead. So it was really great to win. But it was a hard work. It was not so easy, especially in the second half. I think in the first half we controlled everything. Then we lost a little bit the control. And but with the changes we made with Dani and with Frankie, comes back, and also the most important 1-against-1 win. Recover was before the third goal, and this was great.
You talk about hard work. One of the examples for hard work came Ferran, who said, I always work 14 games without the scoring, but I always try to be focused. So are you especially happy for him to score back again?
Yes, but you also, I said this also in the press conference, that we are training really good, also everyone of the striker. So I can feel that there is also by Levy or with Levy and Ferran, they're doing good, they're much better, in a better mood, and I'm happy that, because in this moment we need all of the players.
And the last question, of course, in football there are other things, but the last 2 goals is scoring in 2 minutes. Your message for many things can happen next Tuesday, and of course the team is ready to the goal.
Of course, this is what we want to do. So it's I always say, I said to the team, we don't need a miracle. We only need our best game. So this is what I want to see from the team.
Thank you, Hansi. Congrats.
Thanks.
The message of Hansi Flick. I said to the team, we don't need a miracle. I like this answer. Guys. Very happy our coach with this win here in the derby that put us 9 points ahead of Real Madrid on the standings.
Right, Max, shall we close the chapter on the derby, on the Espanyol win, this win that has put us 9 points clear of Real Madrid at the top of the table? I like to say it.
It does sound good.
It does sound very good. Shall we just finish the chapter with MVP votes?
Yeah, not easy today, especially between Ferran and Lamine Yamal, but finally I have to give the 3 points for Ferran. Many times I give the 3 points to Lamine Yamal, so he deserves the Shark, those 3 points, because he scored 70 days since the last goal he scored against Elche, so important, especially the 2 goals in the first half, so 3 points for him, 2 points for Lamine Yamal, 2 assists and 1 goal, maybe the most important, the third one just at the end of the game, that was quite good for the team just to secure this victory. And I want to give 1 point to Pau Cubarsí, because I think that just in the minutes that the team were suffering, he did a really great work just at the center of the defense. So guys, those are my votes. And just the last answer for me, Robert, I would like to be the same as Hansi Flick said. Next Tuesday, we don't need a miracle, just to play as we are.
Mark, we activate remontada mode right now. Can you tell us schedule of the team? What's going on from now until kickoff on Tuesday?
Next Sunday, tomorrow, a recovery session, training session at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper. Then on Monday, we will travel in the morning to Madrid. In the afternoon, live in build-up in YouTube channel of FC Barcelona, we will follow the press conference of Hansi Flick and a player just to confirm. And then at 6 p.m., 5:15 will be the press conference in the Metropolitano. 6 p.m. In the Metropolitano, last training session. And then next Tuesday at 9 p.m., Atletico Barça, second leg of the quarterfinals. So this is everything. Let's hope that next Monday in the preview show, in the build-up, and of course on Tuesday, can explain a big game for Barca.
Let's hope so. Mark, rest up. Safe travels on Monday. We'll talk to you from the Metropolitano.
Okay, stay safe, Pablo, Robert, and keep the boys, because next Tuesday we'll have to shout
we're going to need it. We're going to need it. Thank you, Mark. Bye. Right, those are Mark's votes. Before we activate remontada mode on this show, Pablo, let's quickly go through our votes for player of the match. Why don't you do yours?
Yeah, I'm flipping around the two, unfortunately. I hear what Mark is saying, but I think Lamine just snatched it for me at the end with his absolute genius. I think the fact that he got a goal, maybe I've been swayed. He took on so many players. He was brilliant, so I've gone for 3 points for Lamine, 2 for Ferran. Maybe a bit harsh on the Shark. If he had a hat-trick, I probably would have been swayed. But he was very good, and I'm really happy for him. And then it's a toss-up for me between Fermin and Gavi, because I think that was, a tough one. I think they both were excellent. I went for Fermin in the end, though. I think he was brilliant tonight. I think he should start as well on Tuesday. So I went for Fermin Lopez. And in the end, a happy day for Hansi Flick and for Barça. So you can see here in these images.
That's the reaction of the Lamine goal as he follows Lamine Yamal. I'm going to have to agree with you, Pablo. In the order of the 3 points and 2 points, let me just update this very quickly. My votes, as we see Hansi Flick's reactions to the goals. This must be the one of the Rashford goal.
And look at Gavi.
Look, there you go. There you go. Gavi gives us such great moments. My 3 points go to Lamine Yamal. I agree. I think without the goal, I give it to Ferran, but Lamine scores. And there's been a lot of discourse, and I think frustration's been sort of boiling a little bit for Lamine Yamal, boiling up in these days. And as he chased the ball before he kicked it in, he opened up his arms and he was celebrating before scoring. I felt like that was liberation for him.
Yeah, a bit of relief, yeah.
He felt relieved, liberated, and I hope that liberation translates into Tuesday's game. We're going to need him. We're going to need a big Lamine Yamal performance on Tuesday. 2 points for Ferran Torres, 2 points, 2 goals. Seems appropriate. Ferran's back, the Shark's back. We're going to need his goals as well. And I loved Gavi's performance. Actually, I'll just let the audience in on a little secret. And we said at halftime as well. Gavi and Fermin, parallel performances today, I think. And I said to you, if you do Fermin, I'll do Gavi. If you do Gavi, I'll do Fermin.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There we go.
I'm glad they both got 1 point each.
So it ends up fairly even. Lamine Yamal, 8 points. 7 for Ferran, 1 for Gavi, 1 for Fermin, and 1 for Cubarsí. Give me some Lamine Yamal emojis in the live chat. If you agree with us, guys, that Lamine Yamal is the player of the match today, I mean, there's a case to be made for Ferran as well.
There are, yeah. I mean, there's a few votes coming in now here, Robert, which is interesting. Pelita Manita's gone 1 Ferran, 2 Lamine, 3 Fermin. I'm guessing that's 3 points for Ferran. Do you know what I mean in terms of the ranking of it? They've all gone quite similar to us, though, in all truth. They have. I mean, and understandably so. I think with the players on the screen, we got them all covered, though. Lamine, Ferran, Gavi, Fermin, Cubarsí.
Yeah, I fully agree. Right, before Hansi Flick steps into the press conference, remontada mode.
Yes.
Remontada mode. Reasons to believe, Pablo Bulls. And I will start with a reason that may be controversial. I will go with Barca's performance in the first leg. I think you do that over again, and you win by 2 goals.
Yeah. There were goals in the first half, especially for us.
There were.
Yeah. And we were the better team than Atleti in that game. That was a frustrating thing. We were sat here bemused, weren't we, when they scored the second, thinking, How is this happening? And look, we have got to watch out for that again in terms of Atleti are a team who, despite adversity or despite maybe not looking very pretty, all of a sudden can score. We do have to watch out for that. We've got to be so alert at the back. But play our football. If we play our football 11v11, we're going to score goals against Atleti. There's no doubt about it. They've got players missing at the back. I think Jimenez is still out injured. We know Paul Wheeler's suspended. They've got a bit of a more shaky back line out there. This Barça team, with the quality we've got, we have to believe. We are obliged to believe.
Another reason to believe. How many goals is it this season? It's 300 and however many with Hansi Flick on the bench in a season and a half. Believe in this team. Believe in this team. The amount of comebacks they made, the amount of goals they've scored. There are a lot of goals and there's support from the fans as well, as we're seeing in these tweets as well. Culers, donarem tot a Madrid per vosaltres, us ho prometem. This team is not going to give up. Another reason to believe. Hansi Flick telling them, hey, it's not a miracle.
Yeah.
We have to win by 2 goals.
Yeah.
We've done that 27 times in 49 games this season. That's more than half.
It's not the 4-0 defeat from the first leg in the Copa, is it? That's what it is.
No.
It's not that steep of a mountain to climb. It is, away as well.
It's going to be tough because it's away, and the Metropolitano is the Metropolitano.
Yeah.
And Atletico de Madrid are a team that can defend themselves
They
well.
can.
And they can be very tough to play against. And they can make the game mucky from minute 1. But Barca need to be smart in their approach. I mean, I just dream of an early goal like today and make them feel shaky.
Crazy, isn't it, Robert? I mean, by the time, and we've basically got like Sunday now to sort of rest a little bit. Second we get in here on Monday for that build-up show, it's straight into it, isn't it? And it's just, that's all that's going to be occupying your mind, isn't it, from that point onwards?
Reasons to believe. We've won at the Metropolitano this season. Let's take a look very quickly at the highlights of that win in LaLiga. The 2-1 at the Metropolitano. What was it, last weekend, right?
Yeah.
It feels like such a long time ago. It was just last weekend.
This time last week, the game was just starting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. If we can get that, there we go. The highlights from last week's game. And I mean, we're going to have to look out because Atletico have talented players up front. Antoine Griezmann, Julian. But Barca had opportunities in that game. Barca had opportunities in the first leg. Obviously, it's vital to capitalise on those.
Yeah, it
vital.
is. It is. I mean, this was a different sort of game because Atleti were rotating a little bit themselves. It felt a bit of an odd one, but I think we're going to get chances. I really do. But you're right, Robert. We do have to take them. I actually think I'm even looking back to Wednesday, and I look back and I think we should have taken a few chances. Yeah. I think Rashford will know that. He had a few good ones in the first half. I think he'll be thinking, I should have scored a few of those. And Barca have got players who should be taking those chances. On the contrary, Atleti did take their chances, and that's why they won the game 2-0. So we have to be careful. And Julian, when he makes those runs, as he did here a week ago, as he did midweek to get Kubarsi sent off, we have to track him. He's a man who times his runs well, and with our system, he's the sort of player who can cause us issues.
Definitely. Encouraging fact as well, or encouraging thing as well. Look at the minute that Atletico scored. Look at the minute that Barca equalised. This team has done it time and time again this season. This team can bounce back easily. As Hansi Flick steps into the press room, we will leave it at this. Just, of course, remember that Robert Lewandowski scored in the final minute of that game. But, guys, Monday, Matchday preview. Tuesday, Barca Live. We believe in the remontada, Pablo.
Of course we do. Guys, biggest show of the year. You have to be there. Tuesday, it's the big one. Som-hi!
Believe. Visca el Barça. We'll leave it here, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.
A la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio, com d'important és que avui l'equip hagi recuperat aquesta contundència de cara a porteria, d'entrada per encaminar la Lliga, però també de cara a dimarts perquè s'hauran de fer gols. Gràcies.
Today, important was that we win the 3 points. I think in the first half we dominated the game, and the second half we lost a little bit of control. Then they score a goal, and then it was very, very hard work. I think also the changes with Dani and Frankie was good because then we get more control. And but I'm really happy for Ferran.
You also can see, how I said in the press conference, that the team is now in a good mood. You can see that the atmosphere is good, but also the players are in a good moment. Also Levi, Ferran, so it's like that, and happy also that Marcus scored a goal, and Lamin today also he was very important for us.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon, en directe al Barça jugar a RAC1. Evidentment hem vist que tots estàveu molt contents per aquest mes nou que poseu a la classificació. Avui, quan t'has plantejat l'11 que faries servir, has prioritzat fer aquest pas de gegant a la Lliga i aquesta injecció de confiança que podíeu assolir amb una victòria avui al derbi, a pensar més en els minuts i en el que us ve dimarts. Ho dic perquè, per exemple, Lamin no ha descansat, Pedri, que l'altre dia no va acabar el partit, tampoc ha descansat, i estem veient ara que l'Atlètic de Madrid juga amb un equip ple de suplents, i aquest contrast entre el desgast físic vostre i el que puguin tenir ells et preocupa.
Yes, of course, but we also managed the minutes, and at the end the game was totally different. The history of the game was different than we expect, especially after the first half. So we have to change it, our idea how we had before. But I think we have 2 days more so to recover, and the players normally knows how to do it, can manage it also. I think at the end also we control a little more the game. In the first half we control the game. So for me, I think it's not a big game, but I think we are ready on Tuesday. We want to go there, and we want to have a great fight against them.
Hola, Hansi, Santiago Valle para el Carrusel Deportivo de la cadena SER y el que te jugas Barça es el Cataluña. Hemos visto una gran comunión al final del partido entre el equipo y la grada. Me gustaría que le mandara un mensaje a la afición de cara al martes.
For me, I said before, for me it's not like that we need a miracle. We need just our perfect game. So this is, and this is, we are able to do this. I think in the game on Wednesday we were the better team. We controlled also in the second half the game, and a lot of things are possible. So also for us, you can see it after the 3-1, we directly score the 4-1. It's like that. I know also that it's a fantastic team from Atletico, but we also have a great team. And I think everyone is ready for that. Everyone wants to show, okay, we are able to do this, and we will fight for them. And also the fans who support us there, they have to also be ready for that.
Hola, Hansi, buenas noches. Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Has dicho que estabas feliz por los 2 goles de Ferran Torres. En la celebración, él ha reaccionado a las críticas que a veces recibe. Dice que hay mucho ruido externo en torno a él. ¿Tú lo percibes y crees que se es un poco injusto con Ferran? Gracias.
You know, it's always like that. For me, the most important thing that we protect the players, and it's a part of our game. It's a part of that some people are not agree with that what you're doing, and then you are maybe we will be criticized, and it's a part of that. So we have also to manage this. I think sometimes it's not easy. I think also sometimes you think it's unfair, but it's a part of our business and of our job, and so we also have to focus on ourselves, because we are responsible for that for our performance. So this is no one different. The first responsibility is in my case, it's I, and in Ferran's case it's Ferran. So this is what he has to do, and how I said, he's in a really good mood at the moment, and you can see it in the training, and this is what I see from him, and also for the club it's good.
Hola, señor Flick. Víctor Lozano en directo para el Radio Estadio de Onda Cero. El partido de hoy era muy importante, también para usted, lo ha demostrado, creo yo, con la alineación y con la forma en que ha jugado el equipo, sobre todo en la primera parte, para casi sentenciar la Liga. Consciente de la importancia de eso, me gustaría que valorara pues lo que puede significar para usted llegar al Barça en la situación en la que llegó y ganar la segunda Liga en 2 temporadas, algo tan difícil y que prácticamente no hay casos, no hay precedentes en el Barça en toda su historia.
No, it's for me. It's not done yet. So it's of course it's 9 points. It's good. It's a good feeling, but at the end we have to make our homework. So it's not like that we can go. And now we say with this attitude that it's done. No, I think it's the wrong way, and I will not accept this. I will not accept this till it's done. So we have to play our best, and of course after that also. So it's for us. I think for my team also the way how we play football, the attitude, the mentality. This is important. This is what the team showed in this nearly two years now, and so we won't go on this. So yeah, and hopefully we can show it on Tuesday in Atlético.
¿Qué tal, mister? Germán García, Radio Nacional. Hemos visto que ha tenido un contratiempo Gerard Martín. Querría saber qué es lo que tiene exactamente y de cara al próximo martes, teniendo en cuenta que tampoco va a poder contar con Pau Covarsí, si ya tiene usted ya mentalmente reestructurada esa defensa, si sabe ya lo que puede hacer. Gracias.
Yes, but I think Gerard is good. He's not a big injury, and I think he can play.
Hansi.
¿Dónde?
Here.
Okay.
Alberto Hernández, from Televisión Española. Decías que todavía no está hecho, pero ¿tienes la sensación que con 9 puntos de ventaja, cuando quedan solo 21 por disputar, esta liga solo la puede perder el Barça?
No, we don't think negative. We think positive. So I think at the end, it's when you see our season and when you see how it goes on. It's like we had a lot of injuries, player coming back, and we're not on the best performance. So it's like that. We have to manage it, but also the other teams have this. And for me, it's clear. I always think positive, and what we played till now and what we achieved till now, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, a big goal is of course the semi-final in the Champions League. This is what we want. We want to go in the next round. So this is important. It has to be a huge performance from us. But at the end, then we have nearly one week to prepare for the next match, and this is important. So for us, for the players, there's no doubt about that. We are thinking positive, and we have the quality to win La Liga, of course. But what I say is, it has to, every game has to start with the right attitude, with the right mentality. Only with quality you win nothing. So it's like that. So we have to play like a team, like we did it also today, and nothing else, nothing more. I'm really positive that we can win the La Liga, but it's not done yet.
Últimas 2 preguntas, last 2 questions.
Hola, Hansi, Juan Irigoyen del Diario El País. Te iba a preguntar por Frankie de Jong. Después de estos poco más de 10 minutos, ¿crees que puede jugar de titular Frankie el martes que viene en el Metropolitano?
We'll see. We have 2 days more. Frankie showed when he came in his quality, so but we will see. I'm not sure if he can play more than 45 minutes or 60 minutes. We have to see. So I will speak with the medical staff and with Frankie, and then we'll decide.
Hola, mister. Fernando Tarrillo para el 10 del Barça y el Curvito Internacional. Yo te quería dar una cifra, 2.336. Hubo más del doble de solicitudes, pero finalmente 2.336 culés viajarán a Madrid para la vuelta de cuartos de Champions en autocar, tren, avión y vehículos particulares. ¿Volverán felices a casa y orgullosos del equipo? ¿Qué les diría?
I hope so. This is I'm thinking positive, and if we give our best, we try everything, and I think often games are decided by momentum, and hopefully on this day it's on our side.
Gracias, bona nit.
Bona nit.